Number 91, Dominic Castellano. Senior from Brick, New Jersey, number 10, Brandon Davidson. Senior from North Plainfield, New Jersey, number 44, Jalen Davis. Senior from Wayne, New Jersey, number 56, Gabe Delachai. Senior from Sewell, New Jersey, number 54, Angelo Greer. Senior from Park Ridge, New Jersey, number 6, Zach Lewis. Senior from Roxbury, New Jersey, number 65, Vin Manganiello. Senior from Northfield, New Jersey, number 6, Dimitri Polly. Senior from Kenilworth, New Jersey, number 0, Mike Ramos. Senior from Williamstown, New Jersey, number 77, Sam Ray. Senior from Woodbine, New Jersey, number 15, Brennan Ray. Senior from Aquatic, New Jersey, number 5, Matt Spatucci. And senior from Cedar Grove, New Jersey, number 75, Joe Tonti. How about one more round of applause for the Montclair State senior class of 2022. And number 84, Dylan Cordy.
Hey, you guys, you didn't introduce one of the seniors, Dylan Corey.
That side over there. That side.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Sprague Field here at Montclair State University. Charlie Badwini alongside Brandon Marazzo on the call here for Montclair State versus William Paterson. And Maz, a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here at Sprague. 66 degrees here in the beginning of November. I mean, couldn't ask for some better weather.
Couldn't ask for a better matchup right now. We have crosstown rivals, essentially. 6 miles away from each other, Badwini. And you know, they got similar records coming into this one. Last time they matched up in 2021, Montclair narrowly escaped with the W. What are you feeling about today?
Well, like you said, Maz, both teams trending in similar directions. Not exactly the most success you'd like to see out of both teams, but both taking solid steps towards, better programs in the future. But, both teams still have their fair share of talent to show off. Both have their fair share of playmakers. And I think regardless of records, regardless of whatever else is going on, I think we have a good football game here right in front of us, ready to go.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, both teams similar in NJAC play. Anytime the NJAC gets together, anytime the Red Hawks match up with a Rowan or a William Paterson, it's going to be a chippy, hard game.
Absolutely, Maz. And these teams, they know each other pretty well. This rivalry goes back just about, almost half as long as both of these universities' lifespans. This is their 52nd total meeting today, but historically in that matchup, Montclair State dominates William Paterson with a 47-3-1 record, with their last loss coming in 2016 to William Paterson. So Montclair State has Willie P's number, but I'm sure that was bulletin board material all week for this Pioneer squad.
Yep, the last matchup was on November 6th, back in 2021. Montclair won 23-22 at William Paterson. But the times before that, listen, they are on a 5-game win streak against the Pioneers. We'll see both teams on some losing streaks right now. We'll see if William Paterson can not only snap their 4-game losing streak, but also snap this matchup streak and get back in the win column against the Red Hawks.
It looks like William Paterson won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Montclair State's going to be having the ball on offense first, and looks like we're just about ready to get going.
And Charlie, it is, of course, the last game of the season.
Yep.
We got some seniors out there looking to get honored. Do you want to walk us through who we're honoring here and thanking for potentially the last time we will see?
Yeah, absolutely. We have defensive back Mike Ramos, who is a graduate student. Defensive lineman Chris Bukta. Senior running back Abadjani Mendez. Senior tight end Matt Spatucci. Senior wide receiver Zach Lewis. Senior defensive lineman Dimitri Polly, wide receiver Clarence Wilkins, wide receiver Brandon Davidson, defensive back Brandon Ray, a graduate student. We're going to step away for a second just for the national anthem. And we're back here on the Red Hawk Sports Network, picking up from where I left off, the senior celebratory day. Number 26, senior defensive back Trayvon Merrick. Senior linebacker number 27, Omari Wilmore. Senior linebacker Jalen Davis. Senior wide receiver Cameron Martin. Senior offensive lineman Angelo Greer. Senior defensive lineman Gabe Delachachi. Senior offensive lineman Vincent Manganella. Senior offensive lineman Joe Tonti. Senior tight end Dylan Corey. And senior defensive lineman Dominic Castellano. So those are our seniors for today. I'm sure we'll see some action for them maybe a few extra snaps than they would have played due to today being the last game of the season, of course. But Mass, hit me with some spotlight players for today, for both William Paterson and Montclair State.
Well, first we just want to say thank you to those seniors for the service here. But starting off with the Red Hawks, I'm looking at the defensive side. The unit wreaks havoc when they're out there. Of course, you can go with the Mike Ramoses. You can go different directions. But my main guy, Dimitri Polly, 4 sacks on the year. He's a monster. And speaking of, I think he's going to be crucial for stopping the run game here. And on that William Paterson side, there is a kid that has just been running through teams like you wouldn't believe, and he's only a freshman. That's right, Nazir Dale. He's coming into this game in 9 games, 877 yards, 7 touchdowns, Charlie. This kid's a monster, and he's doing it in his first year at William Paterson. I'm looking for the Red Hawks to be able to stop that, of course. And then on their defensive side, I mean, they got a man who sticks out amongst the boys out there, you know what I'm saying? And, dude, sacks are a crucial part of the game. This man coming in with 6 of them, Nazir Wright. You got to watch out for these fellas for William Paterson. Of course, for the Red Hawks as well. Got some ballers, Clarence Wilkins, Ablani Mendez, Makai Mickens. That's who I'm looking out for.
Here's Dan Ramos on the return. He's got some space, and he gets all the way up to the 42-yard line. What a nice return from Dan Ramos, setting up the Montclair State Red Hawks with some fantastic starting field position.
Did you see Ramos just absolutely unfazed, dropping a shoulder into a defender? Looked like he actually might have had the defender shooken up on that one, Charlie, running through it like it was a brick wall.
A great run by Dan Ramos, as he's been one of the leading returners on special teams so far this year for the Red Hawks. And right now we'll see our first action of the afternoon for Mason Murdoch. Johnny Mendez to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Murdoch's going to be a handoff to Mendez up the middle. Oh, excuse me, that's Mickens out there to start off the game. He rushes for about a gain of 2 yards. That's going to be a 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line.
Pioneers all over that one, Charlie, just getting multiple hats to the ball and making sure you don't let Mendez get too far on him, because he will make you pay if you give him space.
Yeah, absolutely. This Red Hawk running game has the potential to be dangerous when given the chance, but that's just the thing. It's when given the chance so far this year. 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. Murdoch looking to his right, rolling out to his right. He's looking downfield. He fires. That one's going to go out of bounds. Live to fight another down, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they had him contained on that one. He thought about taking off there, but goes with the smart decision to get it away and fight another day.
So, Maz, this Willie P defense is helmed by a pretty special guy in head coach Sean Williams. You know, a 9-year NFL veteran.
Yep.
The 24th overall pick in the 1998 NFL draft out of UCLA. Played for the Giants for about 9 years.
Played in a Super Bowl.
Very impressive. And so, obviously, he's bringing that experience with him to this William Paterson defense as Murdoch hands that off to Mickens as he gets wrapped up for no gain. That'll bring up 4th down.
And, you know, talking about Williams, he has been on the staff for William Paterson for quite some time. First time as the head coach this season, though. But the Red Hawks have a legend and head coach Rick Giancola. Giancola, God, has a fantastic track record against the Pioneers. And we'll see if the former NFL alum can take on the 40-year vet this game.
Absolutely. Fitzpatrick back to punt. R.J. Massey back to return as he calls for the fair catch, but drops it. Looks like he muffed it, but was able to jump back on top of it in time before a swarm of Red Hawks jumped on top of him afterwards. But it looks like it's going to be Willie P. ball at their own 20-yard line.
And, you know, the punt had a weird spin on it. I don't know if you saw it, Charlie, but that wasn't your average just beautiful spiral punt, but very high, hard to catch that when it's coming down with such a awkward angle. Even though he called for the fair catch, wasn't able to hang on, but a great reaction to jump on top of things.
Male Stallings out as the quarterback for the William Paterson Pioneers. A little bit of a question as to who would be starting this afternoon, but Stallings is going to be the one to get the nod. As Stallings has 2 receivers to his right, a back behind him. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to number 23, Nazir Dale, as he gets wrapped up for a gain of maybe half a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from still the William Paterson 20-yard line.
And you know, Charlie, I believe on the tackle was my man, number 6, Dimitri Polly. As I said, going to be crucial. You got to get on that running back early. I mean, he's been killing teams all season.
Yeah, Polly leading the Red Hawks in sacks, as you mentioned earlier, Maz. An anchor on that defensive line. Stallings in the shotgun. It's going to be another handoff to Dale as he once again runs up the middle for a gain of, once again, not much. Referees with a nice spot give him a gain of about 2 or 3, and that'll bring up 3rd down for the Pioneers.
That's Nicholas Burgess leading the tackle in there, but multiple Red Hawks getting to this kid, forcing 3rd down here. You gotta contain him. You gotta let the quarterback. If you're the Red Hawks, you gotta make the quarterbacks beat you. The running game is just too deadly for the Pioneers.
3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line, 24-yard line looks like. 12 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Stallings, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, running back to his left. He's looking left, fires. He's got it. Oh, the catch is made by number 16. That's going to be a 1st down for the Pioneers, as the catch was made by number 16.
Ethan Mays.
Ethan Mays with a nice grab there, Charlie. Looked like I'm a little surprised their Stallings didn't throw the greatest of balls for having that much pressure there, but a great grab by the wide receiver, able to haul it in and keep the drive alive. Fresh set of downs for the Pioneers starting on the 33-yard line. Stallings, receiver in motion. It's going to be another handoff to Dale as he takes it up for a gain of about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from the William Paterson 36.
Yeah, Dale had some pulling blockers on there. Couldn't really get much going. Again, the Red Hawks swarming. And I think this is exactly what we're going to see. They're going to be attempting to run the ball. They're going to be throwing on 3rd downs if Montclair can keep on getting these stops. And they just got to be able to get make sure the quarterback can't beat them.
Stallings, 3 receivers to his left. Getting the play call from the Willie P sideline. Could be a little change up there.
Short time.
Stallings with another hand. Oh, a fake handoff to Dale as he gets that one out to Ty Brookins as he takes that one up the left sideline. Gets close to the 1st down marker, but looks like he's going to be just short. Maybe just about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a great audible call there by Sean Williams and his staff. I mean, they faked us out on that one, Charlie. I thought they were going right up the middle, hitting that wide receiver screen, and going off to the races, getting close to that 1st down.
Yeah, Matt, as you said, it sold us up here even in the booth. Or I should say me. I don't know about you.
No, they got me on that one, but he's actually going to be marked pretty short than where I thought he got to.
Most definitely. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the William Paterson 41-yard line. Let's see what the Montclair State defense has dialed up here on 3rd down. Stallings with looks like it's going to be a sweep to number 7, Matt Clark, as he's wrapped up and brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be going nowhere, and Montclair State defense standing up on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down.
I believe that was Alfred Woods, the junior defensive back, leading the way. Mike Ramos getting in on the action and letting them know about it, forcing the 4th down. Great job from the Red Hawks.
Jack Wisniewski out to punt for the Pioneers.
4th and 3 on the 41.
Number 6, Zach Lewis, back to return the punt. Maz, an interesting series for the William Paterson offense. You know, ran the ball on the first two drives, or the first drive, I should say. I want to say a majority of the time. Only pass when they need to. It seems like they're really intent on establishing this run game.
Yeah, no, you got that right. And I believe we'll have a flag here against the Pioneers. False start might be. Yep.
William Paterson, special teams with a mistake. It's going to back him up a couple yards. That's going to make it 4th and 12 from their own 30-yard line.
And, you know, Zach Lewis, he's been back there, received 14 punts this year. He averages about 5 yards for, you know, getting them in a nice position. That would put them right near midfield.
Can't complain about that.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a block punt. It's going to be scooped up by the Montclair State special teams, and they're going to be stopped right down there inside the 5-yard line. Montclair State ball off a blocked punt.
I believe that was 15. Brennan Ray getting on in there, just stuffing it. Looked like he took a cleat to the face mask on the punt. What a job from these special teams, putting Mason Murdoch in the squad in a great position to take the lead in this one, Charlie.
That was linebacker Jalen Davis running to the sideline with the ball. I'm not sure if he was the one who recovered the block punt, but regardless, Montclair State with a chance here to just blow this one open here with 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
This is what I'm talking about, Charlie. Coach G, they got the tricks up the sleeves and their defensive unit. Fuego.
Murdoch back there with
Mendez.
Abidjani Mendez gets the carry. He's going nowhere, unfortunately, but going to pick up a yard at least there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good job by this Willie P defense. But they got 3 more downs to get a stop here.
Mendez with the carry for no gain. Second and goal.
But yeah, Charlie, Mendez just couldn't get nothing going there. Sure that will change as this game goes on.
Yeah, always important to establish the run early, and you know this is a great position for the Redhawks to start running the ball here on goal to go, as it's another handoff to Mendez as he gets wrapped up once again. Maybe gets a yard there or so, but Montclair State getting stood up a little bit here on the goal line.
The line's got to do a better job there. I mean, Mendez is getting hit as he's taking the ball. Looked like a read option was going to be the play there. Smart move to hand it off. A player down for William Paterson. We'll see who that is in a second. Hopefully they are all right. Looks like a knee injury from up here. But as I was saying, the line has to do a better job. I mean, Mendez getting hit the second he touches the ball absolutely cannot happen. And I'm going to be honest, if I'm Coach G and the staff, I would really like to see a play-action pass. I know it's a little harder with that short field, but Mason Murdoch's got the speed. Let him get out and open. Maybe he can just walk right into the end zone. I mean, we've seen him do it a couple of times this season. He's got the jets.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw in that homecoming game the would-have-been game-tying touchdown run where Murdoch just took off for about 20 yards.
Looks like number 71 is actually the player that was down for the Pioneers, and that is David Pierre, the senior out of Carteret. He's up. He's being helped off the field, walking pretty gingerly, but at least he is up and walking. That is a great sign to see.
Always, Maz, always. As we're coming down to 3rd and 4 here, goal to go. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Maz, what do you think? Is this 4-down territory if there is no conversion here?
Oh, it's the last game of the season. You're against Willie P. You end up with great field position with a defense like the Red Hawks have. I absolutely would love to see the Red Hawks go for it if they don't convert on this 3rd down.
Murdoch with Mendez to his left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's dropping back. He's looking left. He's rolling out to his left. He's got some space. He throws it to the back of the end zone, but it's over the heads of all his receivers. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, and he paid for that one. He had number 38 closing on him. I believe that was Aljuan Bell, junior linebacker out of Patterson, just flying in there. And I thought Murdoch might have – I know he was looking for the pass, but it was a one-on-one looking for me. I think he should have just took off and ran with it, try to get into the corner, sneak in there. But he opts for the throw, 4th down territory, and it looks like Coach G's going for it. That's what we like to see,
That
baby.
is absolutely what we like to see, Maz. Some intensity, some, emptying the clip here in the last game of the season for Montclair State.
And I believe
Murdoch's out wide as a receiver. 15, Derek Lee's taking the snap. He's got space to his right. He's got it. Touchdown! Derek Lee with a wildcat run of what I'm not even sure 100% what happened there, Maz, but a great play call by offensive coordinator Steve Scarappa, and the Montclair State Redhawks are the first ones on the board this afternoon.
this is what it's about. The season's coming to an end. Let's build on things to work on for the future, get some momentum for next season, end it on a good note, especially in a rivalry game like this where some people might be like, what does it matter? This is the last game for the teams, but it's all about pride here, baby, and that's what it's about. They get in there, they get the strike, take the early lead. Let's see if special teams can convert to go up 7.
Yeah, that was sophomore running back Derek Lee on the Wildcat. He took the direct snap as Fitzpatrick boots the extra point in to make it 7-0 Montclair State with 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. But what a gutsy play call. I can't believe it. I mean, Murdoch was out wide as a receiver. Just a whole lot of things happening on that play, Maz, that, it worked out for the best.
I got to be honest, I'm not a fan of the Wildcat most times, but it worked there. I personally feel like, what are they going to do? Unless you have a guy that is capable of potentially, launching a touchdown, which, of course, on a short set there, I feel like it's even a little harder. There's not much space to work in, but it pays off. You saw the running back made a quick decision. He thought about going up the middle for a second, quickly plants, goes to the right side, and gets him for the score. Great move. Great call. I love everything about it.
Me too, Maz. And, we got to go back to the special teams, block punt, setting up that easy touchdown for the Redhawks. I mean, I don't want to say easy. It took them 4 tries to get it in, but still, that great starting field position is priceless.
Oh, you got that right. And listen, I love the calls. I mean, the effort from the special teams, setting up the play, big block punt. You got to watch out for special teams. I mean, you saw the Chargers with Phillip Rivers in their most successful season. #1 offense, #1 defense, and the downfall of the team, special teams. Don't forget about it.
Bit of a squib kick here for the Redhawks as that's scooped up by number 7, Matt Clark, as he's trying to find some space, but he's brought down at the 28-yard line.
I believe it hit off of the foot of number 8, Matt Gore, senior defensive lineman. Got to watch out there. That almost took a crazy bounce and would have been another big play for the Redhawks. Special teams, don't forget about them.
Never. One of the most important facets of the game.
So now if you're William Paterson, obviously a lot of game left, but you got to get something going here. They're trying to establish the run. It's getting shut down. They're having success on those third down plays a little bit here. But you don't want to be going on third down constantly. You got to be getting some momentum here, some big plays, some good positioning for third down instead of third and long.
Looks like there was a penalty on the kicking team. I didn't hear it too well what exactly happened.
I heard clipping.
Clipping? All right.
I believe I heard clipping.
William Paterson first down at their own 35.
So it's going to be Willie P first down at their own 35-yard line. Might have been a block in the back.
I think that might have been against Montclair State. Not positive.
Right. Yeah. Here's Stallings with his second opportunity of the day to make something happen on offense. That's going to be another handoff to Dale. Same run play once again, getting them about 2 yards or so. Montclair State defense absolutely sniffing out this run game, shutting it down early.
And once again, you see, I believe that Burgess. And on there, Burgess has been a star this season for Montclair State. I mean, he's up with Ramos in interceptions and Brennan Ray, but he's leading the team in solo tackles and adding on to his total in this one. I mean, when you have a guy that can do that, it is just absolutely insane. Shout out the sophomore linebacker out of Hackensack, New Jersey.
6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Stallings with another handoff to Dale as he runs it up the middle again for no gain. That's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, I saw a beautiful blitz in there up the A-gap. I think that might have been number 4, Alfred Woods, shooting up in there and able to get behind the running back and anchor him to make sure he can't go anywhere. The rest of the Hats get to the ball. Redhawks in another good position here to force a 3-and-out.
And that's going to be the key here, right? I mean, these last few third downs for Willie P, they had a little bit of misdirection, some trickery. Let's see what they can do here to confuse the Montclair State defense once again on third down.
I got to guess pass here for sure.
Taz Burton in motion. Stallings rolling out to his left. So it's a quick throw to Burton. He's going to get a gain of about 6 or 6, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. That's going to bring up 4th and 2 at the William Paterson 41-yard line, excuse me.
See Montclair getting pressure in there, and they're forcing the 3 now. Sean Williams playing conservative here, not liking the field positioning, definitely looking to punt.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It's a little too early in the game to start going for it on 4th, especially given how, Montclair State scored the first time with that incredible starting field position. So Williams showing faith in his defense here, especially with this punt on 4th and short.
Last game of the season, go for it. That's where I'm at. There's no tomorrow right now. You got next season.
Totally fair, Maz. As Wisniewski boots this one as here comes Zach Lewis on the return. Not much going there.
Did you see the punt there from number 55? That was awesome. Winazinski. What a leg.
He's got a boot on him, definitely.
I'm always in awe of returners. I mean, especially a sun not in their eyes right now, but that one just high arcing, trying to just track that one. I feel like that might be the most hardest position on a football field.
Especially when you got guys screaming down after you when you're trying to boot it as far as you can. Definitely can be very stressful. I think the only other position I wouldn't want to be is a return man. That sounds a little bit more, scary.
Yep, both of them.
Here's Murdoch with Mendez to his left. Mickens. That's going to be another handoff up the middle for no gain. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 2 or 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and long.
Nazir Wright wreaking havoc early. Getting on in there. As we said, defensive player to watch out for. Making sure Mickens had no space on that one. Got him for a loss of 2.
Just about 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Montclair State 7, William Paterson 0. As it's going to be 2nd and 13 from the Montclair State 34-yard line. Murdoch, 3 receivers to his left. As he's looking left and throws left. Ooh. And it was overshot. It's going to be picked off by William Paterson and brought back by number 32. I
believe that is James Nevels, the freshman defensive back out of Wilmington, Delaware, capitalizing there. You got to make that grab. The throw a little high here, and we got a game here, Badwini.
Yeah, like you said, Maz, Murdoch just barely overthrew his receiver. I mean, a tough play all around, but William Paterson capitalizing on a costly error by Montclair State, and they're back in this football game just like that in one play.
You gotta be a little better with the ball there. I mean, it was a high ball there from Murdoch. The receiver not able to capitalize on it, but the defensive back did and didn't look back.
Jorge Leones gets the extra point through the uprights and ties it up at 7-7.
One big play, that's all it takes, huh?
All it takes. And speaking of the DB, I'm sorry, Matt, what was his name? He's not even on our 2D.
Yeah, no, that is actually, I believe that was number 32. That was James Nevels, the freshman DB.
Respect to the freshman making a play when his number's called on the field. Massive respect for him.
Yeah, I got to be honest, Charlie. I know it's the last game. You want to get these seniors some playing time as a thank you, but you also got to be thinking about next season. You want to see who can make plays there. I mean, kids are freshmen, not even on our 2-deep chart here. That's a big play there. His stock just went up. You might see him fighting for a starting spot next year for the Pioneers.
Absolutely. As Henry Lewis and Dan Ramos are back to receive the kick. We have a tied ball game, Maz, with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-7 apiece.
And it's been huge plays. You got the blocked punt from Montclair State, and then the nerve to go for it with the Wildcat on 4th down and goal, and then an interception from a freshman. Big plays. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Ramos gets this one back at his own 10. He's cutting to his left.
Aw.
As a flag's thrown.
That was just a poor decision there from number 12. I believe that was Keyshawn Dixon, sophomore DB. Clearly, another flag? Was that one towards the bench potentially? I saw
like
the clip for sure. That was definitely the flag in the middle of the field. And he knew the second he did it, he tried putting his hands up, tried getting away with it, but
then you saw Tyrell Wigfell, William Paterson DB, closer to the Montclair State sideline. Looks like he might have been talking a little bit because he heard the crowd go, "Oh," but doesn't look like there's going to be a flag. Actually,
it's probably going to be unsportsmanlike on. He's still chirping. So I'm wondering if it's on him or not.
There's a flag down at the 50-yard line. Not exactly sure what it's for.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike. It might be against Montclair. It could go against Bell. We'll see what they decide. Definitely a clip against Montclair. There's the clip. And Montclair just gets banged up on 2 costly penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct and clipping. You got to be better than that. I know Coach G's not happy about that one.
Yeah, so Mason Murdoch with a chance to redeem himself following the interception, but it's a pretty tough starting spot as he's backed up to his own 5-yard line. His feet are in the end zone.
And they have gotten a safety this year, William Paterson, so you definitely got to watch out there. Their last game against TCNJ.
Murdoch hands it off to Mendez up the middle as he's got space to go. He's at the 30, the 40, the 50. He's crossing midfield. Willie P. 30, 25, 20. He's brought down at the 21-yard line. A monster run by Abidjani Mendez as he takes that one at least 50 yards. Oh, my goodness, Maz. What a freaking run.
That was amazing. But even more amazing potentially was the recovery speed from the junior DB, Devin Blunt, hunting him down and just saving a score, giving the defense a chance to fight another time on this drive.
What a way to get Montclair State, what a way to make chicken something out of chicken something, if you know what I'm trying to say,
You made
Maz.
chicken salad right there for sure.
100%. As they're going to give it to him again, why not, as he crosses the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 2. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the William Paterson 18-yard line, and Montclair State in the red zone for the second time today.
I cannot stress how big that chase down tackle from Blunt was. And now it's a chance to potentially only give up a field goal here. I mean, we almost just saw Montclair take the lead on, once again, one big play. That might be the title of this game, big play.
It could be, Maz, as Miggins handing that off, or Murdoch handing that one off to Mendez for about a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 from the William Paterson 17-yard line.
You saw Mendez trying to make a move, but he had 3-4 Pioneers on him, couldn't get past him. Great effort, though.
Once again, Maz, as you mentioned before, that blocking up front just always sometimes leaves something to be desired. But these backs talented enough to sometimes rip one off by themselves. As a big 3rd down here, Montclair State trying to capitalize on that big Mendez run. Murdoch, 2 receivers to his right. He's going to take it himself. He's running up to the left as he crosses the 1st down marker. Looks like that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Redhawks as Murdoch making a play with his legs.
And check out number 40, Tom Milikowicz. I'm sorry, I just butchered that name. Milikowicz, the freshman running back with the sealed edge block there, able for Murdoch to get out and get out of bounds. And that is a crucial block there.
Yeah, he's getting some playing time today, as it looks like the blocking, pass blocking running back, and he's already been a part of a few huge plays already. As Montclair State with a fresh set of downs here, 1st and goal on the William Paterson 10-yard line.
Neil Nikowitz, that's the name.
Murdoch makes a man miss, gets wrapped up and brought down behind the line of scrimmage, Looked like he made the first defender miss, but then there was just a couple more there ready to bring him down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from the Montclair State 11-yard line. Excuse me, William Patterson 11-yard line.
That was that's a big play there by William Patterson defense. I'm a little skeptical about going back with the run with Murdoch. I would like to see them save that for special circumstances, especially using it off the pass than just going with the designed run, especially when the sideline's so far away, opting to go with that far side of the field. Hard for him to get out of bounds. You know he's going to take contact. You never want to see your quarterback take contact if you can avoid it.
Just about a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 11 from the William Paterson 11-yard line. Murdoch running it again to his left. He's got some space. He spins. He gets a few yards there. He's getting pushed forward by the line, and he's going to get a gain of about 5 yards. Going to bring it all the way to the William Paterson 4-yard line. The Montclair State offense once again inside the 5.
Mason Murdoch showing off the toughness there. I mean, absolutely fearless. Tries spinning to make the guy miss, but then multiple hats on him, and he's still driving. Line giving him a push. Great team effort. But once again, you don't want to see the quarterback take a hit like that.
But Maz, counterpoint, like you said, last game of the season, you know, emptying the clip, you might as well. He's you know, last game.
You know what? You got me there. Keep it moving. It's moving the chains. 3rd and goal here.
Murdoch with Mendez to his left. It's another handoff to Mendez as he's bouncing out to the right, trying to get through, but brought down by a handful of Willie P defenders. That's going to bring up 4th down. And, Maz, let's see what they go for here on 4th.
Yep, but Charlie, that one once again, Nazir Wright wreaking havoc. He was flying on that field. Looked like a cheetah just hunting down an antelope right there with that tackle.
The playmaker.
The big playmaker.
The big playmaker. And, you know, even cooler that, as you said, a Patterson native playing for his hometown team, William Paterson Pioneers.
Listen, that's what you like to see. Local recruitments making big plays. This is how you become kind of local legends. I mean, I'm sure every kid, let's be honest, every kid probably dreams of going to the Alabamas, to the Miamis, wherever. But at some point in high school, you're like, man, I really just want to stay at home. I really want to go to the home team. And I'm sure, listen, he's from Patterson. He's got to live right by William Paterson University in Wayne.
As a kid, yeah.
You know, so you know, it's got to feel nice to it's got to feel nice to be able to make big plays and be the defensive leader while being the hometown kid and a senior.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Montclair State's going to have a chance to talk this one over in between the quarter change. And, you know, as we talked about, Maz, going for it on 4th down. They already did on that first drive off the blocked punt. Now here they are on the 6-yard line of William Paterson. Do you go for it again or do you kick it?
Absolutely go for it.
Absolutely
go for it. Like I said, it's the last game of the season. You already got one on them. And when you have a defensive unit like the Red Hawks do with Polly, with Ramos, with Brennan Ray, why wouldn't you do it? It's kind of like it's literally a win-win situation.
Well, Maz, I don't think they're listening to you because Michael Fitzpatrick is out for the field goal attempt.
Possible fake? Probably not.
Hey, that'd be exciting, though.
Thank you.
Oh, the formation changed up, and there's going to be a flag. Did they get Willie P?
That can't be an offsides on the offense. We'll see what they decide. I told you, though. If it's on them, they'll be kicking the field goal.
Yeah.
If it's not on them, you know they're going for it.
Yeah, they're even closer. Yeah, I would probably hope to see 4th down attempt there. But referee's talking it over.
Oh, they got him.
That's going to be an offside on the defense. Montclair State's going to be moving up a little bit here, but the field goal unit's still out there for the Red Hawks.
I believe they said that was on number 97. Looked like Tahir Taylor, senior defensive lineman, with some movement there. And listen, that got me a little excited. I was like, oh, what's going on here? But Charlie, I'm telling you, you got to go for it.
Looks like they're going to be bringing them back in. Montclair State going to be talking this one over again as the ball after that offsides moves up to the 3-yard line. Even better field position for a chance at a 4th down.
4th and 3. You got to go for it.
3 yards.
I would love to see nothing more than a fake up the middle and a pitch outside to a Mendez or to a Mickens.
And even the Wildcat, which Maz, I know you said you aren't a fan of, but it worked the first time.
It did work. I'm not a fan for the sole fact of it's going to be run most of the time. Like, whenever you see Wildcat, I feel like it's 95% is definitely going to be a run. You lose that element of surprise with a possible pass. But I think you get the job done. I think there's a lot more mixed direction going on if you just have the quarterback fake the handoff and try to toss it outside. And now, of course, I'm sure there's some speedy receivers there. We'll see what they opt with. But it looks like
Aiden McLaughlin in at quarterback for the Red Hawks for this fourth down. McLaughlin taking the snap, hands it off. He's going to take it himself, and he's got it. He crossed the goal line. That's a Montclair State touchdown by Aiden McLaughlin. Took it himself for the second touchdown of the afternoon for the Red Hawks.
6'2", 200 pounds. He's got a frame on him, and he uses it there, getting the job done. But that's what I'm talking about, Charlie. You see him in the shotgun. You see the spread offense out there. That's what we call misdirection and utilizing deception. You got three options there. They use it.
And use it they did to quite the effect. McLaughlin getting his first touchdown of the season here in the last game of the season. Fitzpatrick back to boot the extra point. And it's going to be good. Montclair State 14, William Paterson 7 with just about the whole second quarter left to go. What a play call by Steve Scarappa on back-to-back fourth downs inside the 5. Just an impressive showing so far by Montclair State.
Shout out the special teams, getting the offside, setting up even better positioning. You know what it is. Montclair rolling right now, although Willie P was able to strike right back with a big play, but that came on defense, still waiting for the offense to make something happen.
Definitely. Can we also talk about that Abidjani Mendez run that set up the... Oh, my goodness. What a...
Dude, he hit the hole, and he didn't look back. He did get caught, but... What a run.
Just want to see. It was a 75-yard run, Maz. 75 freaking yards.
Yeah, great effort there. But like I said, he did get caught. But the way that I feel like he just used all the explosion once he hit the line. I mean, he went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick, as William Patterson is going to be returning this kick. That is going to be brought back to about the 35-yard line. William Paterson going to be starting with some decent field position here.
And maybe they can get something going here. Offense struggling a little bit. Last two possessions, 3 and outs. And I'd like to see them kind of go to the pass game instead of just utilize and get on third down.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're going to have to start throwing the ball down a touchdown. I mean, it's not completely out of your grasp just yet, but if you keep lagging behind like this, eventually the passing game's going to have to be number one. Stallings with the receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Dale as he takes that one up the middle for a gain of about 2. Going to be 2nd and 8 from the William Paterson 37-yard line.
This is like the 4th time we've seen this. They keep trying to go up the middle with Dale. Dale is quality. He's definitely our offensive player to look out for. But Montclair is stuffing it. Polly and the boys are getting the job done. You're seeing the linebackers and the DBs flying in on it. You got to get a little more deceptive with your play call there. Air something out here.
Yeah, you'd think they would take a shot deep if Montclair State's going to be selling out to stop the run like this, but we'll see what happens here on 2nd and 8. Stallings, 3 receivers to his left. It's going to be another handoff to Dale up the middle as he gets about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the William Paterson 40-yard line.
Once again, you see multiple hats getting to the ball. Montclair is ready for us, and once again, forcing a 3rd and 5.
Maz, do they throw on this down?
I mean, if we're going with the track record, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a screen here.
Gain of 3. 35.
Stallings, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Dale the back. Stallings looking right, throws right, taking a shot downfield for Matt Clark as it looked like he was on target, but Clark was just absolutely smothered in coverage by number 20, Jalil Terrell, and number 15, Brennan Ray.
Yeah, Jalil Terrell all over that, just looking like peanut butter on my sandwich right now. Not letting anything past him, and then letting them know about it too. No fly zone over here. That's adding flavor on top of it.
Jalil Terrell, an absolute force as a corner this year. 1 interception, 12 PBUs. Just a lockdown corner and someone you can trust to shut down one side of the field. As Jack Wisniewski is back to punt. Zach Lewis back to receive the punt. As that's a boot right to Lewis as he muffs it a little bit but is able to scoop it back up. Scary moment there for the Redhawks, but Lewis picking it back up. He's going to be marked down at the 31-yard line. Some solid field position for the Montclair State Redhawks as we have 13 minutes left to go here in the second quarter.
Both return guys for both teams. Need to watch there because that's almost setting them up in good position. We saw special teams already have an impact multiple times in this game.
First down at their own 31.
Maz, we talked about both of these teams being in similar positions this year. Montclair State currently on a 5-game losing streak. William Paterson on a 4-game losing streak. So something's got to give here today, right?
There can't be a tie. There just can't be a tie.
That would just be so unfortunate for both these teams. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I would rather lose than take a tie.
Oh, I'm with you.
Because even if you tied, it means you didn't win.
You got that right. It just means that you didn't prove who was better for me personally. And I want to know who's better.
I think we all do. As Murdoch takes the snap, it's going to be a handoff to Mickens. He's trying to find some room, bouncing out to the right side. He bounces back the other way. It's one man. He can get him. Oh, he coughed it up. It's a fumble. Makai Mickens coughed up the football. It's going to be recovered by William Paterson. Matt Gore jumping on top of that one. It's going to be Willie P. Ball here with great starting field position.
I got to be honest, I'm a little disappointed in Mason Murdoch there. You saw the running back, Makai Mickens, trying to make something happen, and all he had was one guy. All you needed was for that sealed block to come back on the blown play, trying to go back, and they couldn't get it, and a big play happens from this defense once again.
You know, and like you said, Maz, you saw Mickens. He had space coming back the other way, but just
needed one more block.
Yeah.
And Murdoch, you've been hitting the contact the last couple of times. Hit a block out there, buddy.
Stallings here with great starting field position. It's going to be a little toss to Dale as he's got some room. He's got the first down just about. Yeah, it's going to be a gain of about 10 for Dale.
Dale, he did a great job of slowing down there, looking like Le'Veon Bell on the Steelers there, just waiting for the play to develop, to get the blocks. Thought he was going to bounce it outside, but actually saw a better hole developing, coming back inside, shoots into it, and gets a little extra yards. Great running there from the freshman.
Pittsburgh Le'Veon Bell, not New York Jets.
Not New York Jets Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Definitely not KC Le'Veon Bell, Pittsburgh Le'Veon Bell. Don't take a season off. It never works out.
Heard you loud and clear, Maz. As we're coming down to 12 minutes left to go here in the second quarter, William Paterson Pioneers with a fresh set of downs here on the Montclair State 23-yard line, set up nicely after that fumble by Makai Mickens. Here's Stallings motioning Taz Burton. It's going to be another handoff to Nazir Dale as he gets up the middle for a gain of 2 or 3. Pile's still going, and the ref's going to give him about a 5-yard gain. The Pile was working hard pushing that one.
Things getting a little chippy on the field. Ref's able to simmer it down real quick. But once again, Dale with a great decision. He saw 2 Redhawks waiting for him right at the line. Thought about bouncing it outside. Again, slowing down for a second, cutting it back inside, and making something out of completely nothing.
It's going to be second and short here for the Pioneers. Referee's very generous with that spot. 2nd and 2 from the Montclair State 23.
2nd and 4.
Stallings with Dale to his left, 2 receivers to his left. It's going to be a fake handoff as that's in and out of the hands of the backup tight end, Mike Osafo. Couldn't come down with the catch. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I mean, he had the DB completely on top of him, took a hit on that. I got to wonder if that was a designed play there, because I think they would have gave that off to Dale. He would have been off to the races.
Might have been an RPO or something like that.
I don't know. I definitely was an RPO. I think it was pre-designed instead of letting the quarterback make the read himself, because you saw, I think he wanted to hand it off there, but he pulled it back and he fired it in there, and he knew it wasn't a great decision. Probably should have just thrown that one out, but anyway, here we are.
Red Hawk fans with the defense chant on 3rd down. Stallings, 3 receivers to his left, Dale to his right as he hands it off to Dale up the middle, as he looks like he's going to be brought down just short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 deep in Red Hawk territory as some flags come out.
That's going to be costly for somebody. We'll see who it's against, maybe offsetting. But I believe that was Dimitri Polly in there on the tackle. Polly, again, making sure his presence is known. See what the refs decide here. I saw some pushing. Couldn't see who started it. I think it's going to be on both teams. I'm calling offsetting penalties right now.
As we talked about pregame, I mean, these teams cross, close proximity rivals. It gets a little chippy.
6 miles. Under 20 minutes. If you drive like me, you can probably make it in 15.
So there's got to be a little bit of a rivalry at least going on here.
I mean,
between these two
Jack,
teams.
definitely, I say outside of Rowan, it's got to be Willie P for me.
It's got to be. As the referees are still talking over what these penalties are going to be.
Come on, let's get it. Offsetting. Make me look good.
Ah.
Just number 7 getting hit with it. Matt Clark, junior wide receiver, costing him. Head coach Williams is not liking that one. Sean Williams has got to be furious over that.
Yeah, that's going to knock him back a decent amount. And that's going to bring up, I believe, 3rd down again.
And are they? Okay, it's going to be no, it's 4th down. It is 4th down, and they are going for this. It is 4th and 15. No, more. 4th and 16, 17. And they're going for this. They haven't established a passing game the entire game. And they're going for this.
Unsure.
I love it. I love it. Way to go, Sean Williams. Let's see what happens, baby.
4th and 17 from the Montclair State 30-yard line. Stallings taking the snap, rolling out to his right. He's looking downfield. He fires. He's got number 2, Taz Burton, as he jumps up for it, and he came down with it. Taz Burton with the catch of the year for William Paterson. Stallings let that one unload downfield, and Taz Burton with 2 guys on him comes down with the catch.
Taz Burton might have just made the snag of the year. Great throw from the quarterback, putting it in a great position for the receiver to go up into the air and haul that one down with 2 Red Hawks on top of him. That's what I'm talking about, Sean Williams. Go for it on 4th down the entire game. Both teams, big play game, Charlie.
The cojones on Sean Williams to go for it on 4th and 17 like that from the Montclair State 30-yard line. Just talk about a payoff. A payoff.
They couldn't establish a pass up until this point, really. They got some short ones going. The longest one was like 6 yards before. And then we just see an absolute rocket launched. What a throw. What an even better catch. And what a decision from that William Paterson coaching staff.
Maz, we have a tie ball game, 14-all here with 10.5 minutes to go left in the 2nd quarter. And already just some fantastic football on display in front of us.
Charlie, if I was a coach in this game, I would have broken a clipboard or 2. Especially if I'm Coach G and the staff there giving it up on that one. That's just got to kill you right there. But these squads are they're not throwing punches, Charlie.
No.
We're seeing haymakers. And this is a slugfest right now. If anybody who watches some pro wrestling out there, my man JR would absolutely call this a slobber knocker. And I would love to see where this one goes.
Yeah, Maz, both teams, last game of the season, no holds barred, just want to win. Just want to end the season on a high note, both of these teams. As Dan Ramos is back to return the kick. He gets up past the 30, brought down at the 35-yard line.
Oh.
As a little late action there from both teams. It's getting a little chippy. Once again, both these teams just unsatisfied of stopping after the play.
But then you also see, it's so weird, because then you just saw some great sportsmen there from number 12 on Montclair State. I believe that's Jack Atkins. Nope, Keyshawn Dixon. Sorry, Keyshawn Dixon with some great, these double numbers are such a problem for me. I apologize. Helping a Pioneer put the shoulder pad back into the jersey there, but then things are flaring up. So this one is all over the place.
It's definitely a fun one, as Mason Murdoch is back in at QB after Aiden McLaughlin was the QB for that last touchdown by the Redhawks. Murdoch going to keep it himself. He's got blockers in front of him, rolling out to the right sideline. He's brought down just past the line of scrimmage, but he's driven back by two Willie P defenders. There's two flags on the play. One came down during the run, one afterwards for a late hit on Mason Murdoch.
I got to be honest, I don't love the call.
No?
No, I thought, now don't get me wrong, was Mason Murdoch's progression stopped? Yes. But that's on the ref to blow the whistle sooner. Any player out there is taught play to the whistle, and I saw number 0, Nazir Adams, just doing what he has been taught to do, playing to the whistle.
We'll have to wait and see here as the refs once again talk it over. So we have two penalties, a holding on the Redhawks during the play and a personal foul on the Pioneers after the play. So Montclair State going to back up 10 yards, but then gain 15 thanks to the personal foul. So all in all, a net gain of 5 yards, it looks like.
Sorry, that was actually number 8, Matt Gore, with the penalty. I don't like the call on him. I understand, yes, it was stopped there, but you can't. That's not on the player. You play to the whistle. It is what it is.
It is what it is indeed, Maz, as Montclair State is going to be sitting pretty at the 40-yard line of their own 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Murdoch hands it off to Mendez as he gets up the middle for a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the Montclair State 42-yard line. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and Maz, what a game we've seen already.
Charlie, I told you pre-game, this is going to be a ugly great game, and the big plays make it look beautiful, but I think I might be right on this ugly great game thing.
In between those big plays, Maz, it has been not so pretty, but still a great game of football regardless. So Murdoch, false start.
Timeout. Nope, timeout called by the Pioneers. You saw number 38 making sure, screaming, timeout, timeout, timeout. I believe that was Bell again. Saw something he didn't like, and he called the timeout.
Just want to talk it over one more time before this 2nd and 8. 9.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 42-yard line when we come back out of this timeout.
And, listen, Olajuwon Bell, he's a junior. He's been there for some time. I'm sure he reads his plays exceptionally, being a linebacker for William Paterson. And he saw somebody didn't like it. He made a veteran move to call the timeout. I like it. I mean, you got to trust your players. Hey, our scheme for this play, from what I'm noticing, what I know the Red Hawks are capable of doing out of these sets, we are not matched up for it. Burns the timeout, and I'm okay with it.
Absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, both teams have now spent a timeout.
I believe you are right. Montclair wanted to talk it over down in the end zone.
And that was the first Willie P timeout.
Yep.
So both teams sitting at 2 timeouts here as the first half is winding down. Still some time to go here. Maz, how about this? Abijani Mendez averaging 10.9 yards per carry so far today after that big run. Keep feeding him. And that's exactly what the Redhawks will do, as he's got nowhere to go. Oh,
Shifty.
Almost brought down, but Abijani Mendez refusing to go down after that first contact. Took a Willie P defender, grabbing him and pulling him down by the jersey. That was
Devin Blunt, number 3. But Matt Gore coming in on the cleanup, making sure Mendez doesn't get past that, because those jersey tackles aren't bringing people down these days. You know, these running backs, I don't know what we're feeding them, but they are on a new level. They're breaking tackles. You see it in all levels of football. Doesn't matter whether it's high school, pee-wee, wherever you're at. These running backs are driving their legs. They are shifty, and you absolutely need to lay hits to bring them down.
They gave Mendez 2 on that run. Brings up 2nd and 8. Murdoch looking downfield, rolling out to his right. He's still looking. He pulls it down and takes it himself for a couple yards there.
That was a look at number 38 was coming in there hot. Smart decision to pull off on it. Bell. He looked at, listen, I'm playing as a former linebacker. You absolutely want to take that hit. You just can't get it. If he had one more yard, you know it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
But shout out Murdoch there. Seeing the play develop, getting up. We're going to see the punt unit come on, but there was nothing there. He was able to use his shiftiness, even though it looked like, dude, he looks like he just slows the game down. Just picking the moments, finding the open space, avoiding the hit. Smart decision. And that will give the defense something to work with, punting deep into William Paterson territory here.
Michael Fitzpatrick boots this one away.
Little rugby-style punt.
That bounces out of bounds. R.J. Massey was back to return, but he didn't get a chance to touch it. It's going to be William Paterson ball at their own 24-yard line. Oh, intercepted by the referee.
Saw him just get up on there. Number 16 didn't stand a chance. Believe that might have been Andrew Vanieri. If I'm Vanieri, me and that ref got beef.
Unfortunately, not much he can do there. That's not like he can, step up to him. Might be a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's right. Let him know about it after the game. Just joking, of course.
8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. William Paterson 14, Montclair State 14, a tie ball game as the Pioneers have a chance to make something happen on offense. Stallings hands it off to Dale as he runs it up the gut for about a gain of 1. Both these teams playing well until the whistle blows, and then some afterwards.
And you see players having to be separated. Number 7 for Montclair State getting a little talking to. I believe that's Jazeer Merrick says. He was getting a little chippy there with the receiver. And that's what happens, dude. These NJAC games, they get heated. It happens. But great job by the refs to get right in the middle of things and make sure it doesn't escalate.
And I wouldn't have it any other way, Maz.
I'd like it. No flags on that. Let them talk a little bit. Get it out of their systems,
Stallings, receiver to his left and right. Dale the back still. Stallings hands it off to Dale up the middle as he's going to gain about 2 or 3.
He's doing a good job here. I mean, he's only getting these little runs, but you see him. He's just finding the holes and constantly driving. Montclair, though, completely stuffing the runs up the middle. I'd like to see them bouncing him out into space. When you see him get out into the space, that's where he can turn it on. He's fast, he's shifty, and he's got vision. Let him utilize it.
3rd and 6 for the William Paterson 29-yard line as the Red Hawk fans get another defense chant going.
Shout out Cam Martin leading that one with his clipboard. Another senior presence here. Gonna miss him having that presence on the sidelines. Timeout, William Paterson.
That's Willie P's 2nd timeout of the first half. That means they only got 1 left. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the first half as they're going to talk this 3rd down over.
3rd and 6. I think they're going to air it out. I think we're going to see a medium-level pass here. That trying to get not going short. They're going to be looking for someone streaking across the middle, and hopefully someone can make a play on it. That's my prediction. What do you think, Charlie?
I would tend to agree with you, Maz. I mean, throwing the ball has, as much as they're trying to stay away from it, the Pioneers, I should say, it's worked out well for them. You know, Miley Stallings so far today, 4 of 6 for 49 yards and a touchdown. I mean, on the other hand, Montclair State passing game has been pretty rough so far today. Mason Murdoch 0 for 3 for an interception so far. Really unfortunate for that passing game, but you know the running game has been what has worked for them so far. But yeah, Nazir Dale, 12 attempts, 36 yards, averaging 3 a carry. Just the running game can't get going, and that has been Willie P's bread and butter all season long. And here we are out of the timeout. Stallings barking out the play to his offensive lineman as Matt Clark's in motion. Stallings rolling out to his right, looking downfield. He's going to be, Dimitri Polly almost had him there as Stallings comes back the other sideline with his legs, taking it for the first down and then some. Stallings keeping the play alive with his legs, gets the first down. Dimitri Polly almost had him in the backfield there, Maz.
Polly just almost going to, we got a player down. Looks like one of the big fellas in the defensive lineman. Hopefully they're all right. Polly going to check on teammate. Oh, he's back up on the feet. He's okay. That looks like number 97 for the Red Hawks, Mohamed Abedrabo walking on his own accord. He's good. Great to see. But Polly having Stallings in the grasp on the fingertips. Just a second too late, but great decision by Stallings, taking it off. Once again, blown play. Quarterback's taking off, making a move. Charlie, we're seeing the dual-threat quarterback emerge in football, and I got to be honest with you, I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes the game more exciting, and it keeps the defense on their toes. You know, it's so they can't just play for the run and the pass. They have to account for the quarterback just taking off whenever he wants.
Shout out Mike Vick showing his style of play. Big influence on these players these days.
Oh, absolutely.
The Cam Newtons, the Lamar Jacksons, the Randall Cunninghams. The Patty Mahomes.
Stallings hands it off to Dale as he cuts up the middle for a loss of about 4.
And who was it, Charlie? My main man, Dimitri Polly, coming up the middle, wreaking havoc.
You know, we talked about on the Willie P defense, the game wrecker.
What was that?
We talked about in the Willie P defense, the game wrecker, Nazir Wright. But Montclair State has a game wrecker of their own, Dimitri Polly, who has been just an absolute stud this year at defensive end.
Polly is always my player to look out for on that defensive end. Listen, the edge, another position that has been really a key factor in football these days.
2nd and 12 from their own 44-yard line. Stallings trying to get the play call, it looks like, from the sideline. Some hand signals. Stallings hands it off to Dale, up the gut, as he gets back the yards he lost, and it's going to be a gain of about 5.
I have no clue how he just slipped through that hole. That looked like it was an inch, and he was able to just turn his frame and blast right through it. I am so impressed by this freshman running back.
Yeah, Nazir Dale at 5'9", able to squeeze through some of those smaller holes. Just a powerful, powerful runner. As this is going to bring up 3rd and 8 from the William Paterson 44-yard line. And Willie P's had some success on 3rd down so far today. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Stallings dropping back, looks left, fires. He's looking at number 7, Matt Clark, and he's got it for the first down. That's a catch for about 10 yards. Keeping the drive alive for the William Paterson Pioneers.
That's a great route there from Clark. Just coming back, make sure he stays in bounds, getting a nice easy throw for the quarterback Stallings. Right on target.
Matt Clark, a big target for Stallings at 6'2", able to get open and make some contested catches so far this season.
You know, Clark has over 200 yards on the year, being a solid receiver for the Pioneers.
Stallings hands it off to Dale up the middle. Again, looked like he had some burst there up the middle. but it's only going to be a gain of about 2.
Dude, he reminds me of a kind of a Josh Jacobs at Bama a little bit. Even when there's nothing there, just going full steam, and you see he hits the line with such power. This kid, though, only a freshman. He's shifty, he's quick, got vision, has power. The only thing I need to see from him is him out as a receiving back. This might be the total package for William Paterson.
Yeah, they definitely got a good one. And like you said, Maz, a freshman, he's only going to get better from here on out. So Willie P. now in Montclair State territory on their 42-yard line. 2nd and 8. Another handoff to Dale up the middle as he plows ahead for another gain of about 2 or 3, just chipping and chipping away. As we're coming down to about 2.5 minutes here left to go in the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd down for the Pioneers.
Hey, Dale with some solid running again, but Burgess and the gang just there to take it down. Gang tackling, that's what it's about, especially when you got a quality running back. You got to get multiple heads to the ball, and the Red Hawks are great for doing that all season. No matter the score, this defense comes to play. The effort has been amazing over the past 2 seasons I've been here.
Credit where credit's due for defensive coordinator Mike Palazzo, as Stallings airs that one out, throws it to his right, and it's caught by number 7, Matt Clark, once again.
Clark getting his helmet knocked off there, getting up and just making sure, hey, I got the first down, right? That's all he's concerned about. Takes the big hit, but I believe they're going to call him short. That's going to be 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Wow. An interesting situation here. Just under 2 minutes to go. Let's see what Sean Williams has dialed up here for his offense as we are getting closer to halftime. Stallings, 2 receivers to his left, Dale behind him, the back. It's another handoff to Dale up the middle as there's a pile. It looks like they're going to be marking him short of the first down marker. Montclair State making a big stand on 4th down, and they're going to be getting the ball back with 1:23 left in the first half.
I wish we had replay there. I think he might have got it. They definitely got to measure this one.
They're going to be looking at it. Please tell me they're bringing the chains out.
They got to bring the chains out there. I mean, you saw Dale. Did you see how low he got on that? That was insane. And we'll see what they decide here. Yeah, I think the chains are going to be coming out.
You got to respect Dale. Just with no regard for his own physical condition, just rams into the offensive line like a bowling ball.
That's that old school running back mentality. I love it. I think he's got it. Let's see. And that...
Nope.
No.
Montclair State making the stand on 4th down.
Wow. You know what, Charlie? Being at the chains on that far side, kind of hard to see with the angle. When they bring it closer, definitely a lot farther than it looked from back here. Shout out Polly and the guys getting the job done, clogging up the middle.
I think I can hear defensive coordinator Mike Palazzo jumping above us, right?
Listen, Mike Palazzo, fantastic coach, great defensive coordinator. He's recruited a lot of the receivers for this team too. I mean, he's making his presence known at his time here with Montclair State.
And a true friend of the Red Hawk Sports Network, always helping us out.
Great interview. Thank you, Coach Palazzo, for getting me through one of my first interview. That was a tough day for me, Charlie.
It's always tough the first time.
But the interview was great. It's the introduction a little weak, but we back at it. You know what it is. Red Hawk Sports Network, Montclair State football.
Charlie Badwini alongside Brandon Marazzo. If you didn't know, now you know. Murdoch hands it off to Mickens as he's running right.
Ooh.
For a gain of about nothing.
And I believe that was number 27 flying on in there for the tackle. Tyrell Wigfall, junior defensive back out of Ocean, New Jersey, coming down the line and still pursuing, able to come up with a nice play. No gain, 2nd and 10 setup.
Montclair State with clock ticking, just under a minute to go left here in the first half. You'd think they'd increase the tempo a little bit, but they're playing very lackadaisical right now. I think they're just trying to run this clock out. As Murdoch's going to take this one himself. He's brought down just past the line of scrimmage, just for a gain of about 2.
And he was tackled by number 22, Nazir Wright. Nazir,
leaping on top of him.
You saw it. He looked like a spy there for a second, just waiting for Murdoch to take off. The second he goes, he's in hot pursuit, and he makes sure the Red Hawks get nothing here. 20 seconds. Take a shot downfield if I'm Coach G.
At least, I mean, do something here. You got to give something a try, as there's 10 seconds to go here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They are going to take a shot here on the last play of the game. Murdoch airing it out deep. It's caught. Oh, man, it was caught by Jamie Hamilton down the right sideline for a massive gain, but just not enough time on the clock. You'd think Montclair State would have used one of their timeouts there.
Charlie, I got to be honest with you. I know what you're thinking, but that was huge. That's momentum going into halftime, and it is 14-14. I know you should have burned a timeout, but it is what it is. Still a quality decision. There was really, listen, Murdoch has thrown a couple of interceptions in this game, but he's come back right from it. So this is a kid who, as a sophomore, has no problem. He's not fazed by throwing interceptions. Let him air the ball out, especially in a situation like this. It's all reward, really, as long as it's not a pick six. I like the decision to go for it. Yes, they could have clock managed better. I'm with you on that 100%. But the fact of the matter is that they got some momentum headed into half 14-14. And you already saw them get hurt on big plays. This team, for William Paterson, is capable of it. In moments where, Charlie, 4th and 16, they go for it and hit a strike. I think they were just looking to get out of the half there. They wanted to go into halftime all tied up. You got to wonder what's in the coaching decisions. Go ahead.
I get it, Maz. I get it, but you have 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Mm-hmm. If you call timeout at least once on that last drive,
yep,
and let's say the Murdoch pass to Jamie Hamilton happens, you're in field goal range.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know kicking in Division III is never a gimme. It's never a surefire, but it at least gives you a chance to potentially have the lead going into halftime.
I hear you, but the fact of the matter is we don't have the headsets with the coaches on it. I wish we could sit in on those conversations at times. But you never know what the decision is. I'm trying to make sense out of this, and that's what I got to assume it was.
Well, Montclair State's going to be kicking off to start the second half. William Paterson won the coin toss and deferred to the second. So Willie P going to be starting with the ball at the start of the third quarter. And I think that'll do it for us for the first half. Charlie Badwini and Brandon Morazzo stepping away. We'll be back shortly for the second half of action between Montclair State Redhawks and the William Paterson Pioneers. Welcome back into Sprague Field here at Montclair State University for the second half of action between the Montclair State Redhawks and the William Paterson Pioneers. Charlie Badwini alongside Brandon Marazzo. We brought you the first half, and we're back to bring you the second. Maz, I think I was mistaken. I might have said last play of the game on that last pass of the first half.
I think you did, Charlie, but we have a whole nother half here of a battle between the Redhawks and the Pioneers, and I'm here for it.
Me too, Maz. And, we talked about this pregame. You said it was going to be I'm sorry, what did you call it?
I believe it is going to be an ugly, great game. And by that I meant you have two teams, not with the best records, but they are conference rivals. They are 6 miles from each other, and they're going to go. It's an even matchup, really. I mean, and speaking of even matchup, if you were to go look at the stats of this game, the only giant discrepancy that you can find is Montclair having 49 more rushing yards than the Pioneers. But other than that, big plays after big plays, it's all coming up right now. And that's been the story of this game. Moments where you're like, oh, it looks like nothing's going to happen, and then a wow. What do you think, Charlie?
Well, you're dead on about this game being fairly even so far. I mean, even that rushing discrepancy, I think you can pin that on that 75-yard run by Abidjani Mendez early in the second quarter. But, both these teams playing with heart, playing with grit. They both know it's their last times on the field for the season. The seniors on both teams, it's their last time potentially playing football in their lives. And I think everyone's just leaving it all out there on the field right now.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you're seeing both of the – listen, Polly out there doing work. Ramos out there doing work. And then, of course, for William Paterson, you see their main guy, Nazir Wright, doing work. They're leaving it all out there. This is a tough game here. 14-14. Both coaching staffs, Coach G, Coach Williams, having the nerve to go for it in big moments. There's no tomorrow. They want to send their seniors off with a highlight here, and this is just something that's awesome to see.
Yeah, and so on the opening coin toss, Montclair State lost, William Paterson won, and they chose to defer to the second half. William Paterson will be receiving the ball to start the second half. And we're just about ready to go. Both teams starting to huddle up. Special teams getting ready for kickoff. And Maz, if I had to ask you right now, a solid prediction for the first half or second half, excuse me, what would you call out here?
You know what, Montclair's defense, I'm really impressed with them. They're able to shut things down and get things working in their favor here. I think we're going to see this one come down. I'm saying 28-27. Montclair wins by the 1 point again. I think it's going to be a missed field goal for some reason. I don't know why. I think the special teams might get a block.
Something weird to happen to finish this one off. I'd love to see it come down to the last play. That would be very exciting.
You got that right, buddy. And just know, I'm here for it. Kickoff coming now, though. Just waiting here.
Andrew Meyerson getting ready to boot this one deep. Matt Clark back to receive. Taz Burton's going to receive it, though. He's going to be taking this one as he's brought down at the 20, behind the 25-yard line. Brought a little scrap going on between number 16 for the Redhawks and number 80 for William Paterson. No flags. Referees letting it happen a little bit here to start off the second half. And here comes the William Paterson offense.
Before, you saw the arm tackle not getting the job done, but then the rest of the fellas coming in, leading the charge, and making sure everybody get a piece of the action. That's what it's all about. Now let's see what this offense can do. They've had some bright moments. They've had some big plays, but they haven't really been able to establish a consistency. Both offenses, really. It's been defense and special teams making plays.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, William Paterson's only offensive touchdown coming on that crazy fourth down conversion. Just an absurd play as Dale gets the first touch of the second half. He takes that one up the middle for a gain of about 7 yards.
Dude, he's spinning every which way, trying to fight to stay keep the chains moving as far as he could. What more can you say about this freshman running back, Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, Matt's a true freshman, just producing the way he has this year. Absolutely insane, and I think he's getting close to achieving a 1,000-yard season. I'm not sure exactly how many more yards. I think he had 900 coming into this game, so a 100-yard day today would put him over 1,000 on the season. A real cool achievement for the freshman running back, as he gets a toss out to the left, runs it up the middle for about a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Pioneers.
Yeah, so he actually had 877 yards. In this game, he has 44, so he has, in fact, crossed the 1K mark as a freshman. And we still have plenty of time left. We'll see if he can potentially get close to 1,100.
Fantastic. You know, even though we're here at Montclair State University, it's always cool to see opposing teams, achieve some really cool, markers in their own set.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, anybody's got to be able to appreciate athletes, no matter what your allegiance to university may be.
Stallings, 3 receivers to his left, is another handoff to Dale up the middle. They're just going to keep feeding him as he crosses the first down marker and gives the Pioneers a fresh set of downs at their own 43-yard line.
But still a great effort there from number 31 for the Red Hawks, Adonis May, coming in to make a tackle.
For a William Paterson first down.
Just 2 minutes underway here in the third quarter. William Paterson with the ball at their own 38-yard line, fresh set of downs. Same formation as before. Stallings with the fake handoff to White, or Dale, as he goes deep for number 2, Taz Burton, as he comes down with the catch. Another deep ball from Malay Stallings to Taz Burton. A great catch and a massive gain for this Pioneer offense, who have been lacking in the passing game, but coming up big here in big moments. Maz, what a throw and catch.
Taz Burton, again, coming up with a big play. Another solid ball in a great area for the wide receiver to make a play on it.
Stallings getting the play from his own sideline. Same formation once again. 3 receivers bunched out to the right. Dale the back. That's going to be a handoff to Dale as he runs it up the middle for a gain of about 2 yards. As that previous first down brought them over into Montclair State territory. William Paterson now on 2nd down and 8 from the Montclair State 30-yard line.
2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Offense awaiting the play call. It's going to be a fake handoff to Dale, as Stallings was looking again for Taz Burton, but the pass a little off target. Burton unable to adjust, and that's going to be an incomplete and bring up 3rd down and 8 from the Montclair State 29-yard line.
Nate Exel playing within the rules of the game, getting a hit on the receiver there as he did touch the pass just to make sure don't come my way again.
Absolutely. Showing exactly he belongs on this field. As another defense chant is coming from the Sprague Field bleachers on the Montclair side. As another big 3rd down.
And you know, Charlie, they haven't been great on the 3rd downs. 4 for 9. But apparently, we'll see what they do.
Dale gets the handoff up the middle, but he's going to be stopped before he gets anywhere far. A gain of about 1, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for the Pioneers.
That will make them 4 for 10, 40% on their 3rd down attempts here. Not a great number.
But not terrible
Not
either.
awful.
Yeah.
Pretty average, you know. But I would like to see them be a lot more creative than just handing it up the middle on 3rd down there.
Sean Williams keeping his offense on the field once again here on 4th down.
Why not? The last time you saw a bomb to the corner of the end zone. And
it worked.
And Taz Burton making a play on 2 Red Hawks.
Gotta imagine they're airing this one out. Three receivers to his left, one to his right. Stallings looking. He's got Matt Clark for the first down and then some, but he coughed it up, and the ball's still down, and it's picked up by a William Paterson offensive player and brought into the end zone, but I don't think he's going to advance that.
I don't think
they're calling it William Paterson ball, but down at the 3-yard line.
Wow.
Male Stallings hit Matt Clark on it looked like a quick slant. He took it upfield for a gain of about 15, caught the ball up.
Oh, touchdown!
So Matt Clark fumbles the catch. It's picked up by another William Paterson offensive player, and he brings it into the end zone. It's going to be a William Paterson touchdown. The Pioneers strike first here in the second half of play. Nazir Dale scoops it up and brings it in. I don't know where he came from. He was in the backfield, and he came out of nowhere, scoop and score. William Paterson's now up 20-14 with 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Another insane fourth down scoring play for William Paterson, Maz. What happened?
You saw the slant coming. Oh, what are we going here? First down, William Paterson. Okay, they got that call right. I was going to say, I don't believe you can advance a fumble if you were the offensive team.
Yeah.
So they're going to call that first and goal, William Paterson ball. I was waiting for it. I was like, all right, I know the NFL rule, but you know, sometimes things here at the collegiate level is a little different. They have been experimenting, changing things a bit, but the refs have stated after a conversation.
It took them a couple tries, but
yep. Hey, as long as they get it right, that's what matters, you know.
True.
But still, a big play by the freshman running back, getting downfield, able to get on top of that one, keeping the drive alive after the slant looked like it was taken off. The fumble comes, and able to fight for it.
Fourth downs just have been an absolute roller coaster here this afternoon so far, as the Pioneers are set up beautifully on the Montclair State 6-yard line. First down and goal to go for Male Stallings and this William Paterson offense. Stallings, two receivers to his left, the running back behind him. It's going to be a handoff to, a fake handoff as Stallings rolls out to his right, but he's going to be brought down. Took to the ground himself as a couple Montclair State defenders were swarming him. It's going to be a loss of 1 or 2, but living to fight another down.
That was the most Eli Manning play I've ever seen in my life. Not by Eli Manning. Quarterback looking around, trying to make a play. Defense closing in on him, not taking the hit. Let me just fall down and make sure I don't pick up an injury. As a former defensive player, I absolutely can't stand seeing that. As a head coach, which I've never been, but if I was, great decision.
Maz, a business decision, you could say.
Business decision.
By Male Stallings.
All about the Benjamins, baby.
2nd and 10, goal to go. Stallings, fake handoff to Dale, rolling out to his left. He's got some space. He's taking it up. Oh, he's hit inside the 5-yard line.
Agent Zero flying in there.
Ramos came flying in like a bat out of hell, made the stop inside the 5.
Mike Ramos comes flying in, just like the Meatloaf song.
Third down on the 5-yard line for the Pioneers. Montclair State defense making a stand after getting diced up on this drive so far. And a very long and efficient drive by the Pioneers. They've had the ball for just about 7 minutes now.
And the refs would a right call to keep them alive on this defensive effort.
Absolutely. Stallings tosses it off to Dale. He's got nowhere to go. He's brought back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2 or 3. Montclair State stepping up on defense.
And you see all the fellas in that secondary letting you know about it. Ramos, Burgess, all of them getting up like, yeah, let's get it done. Bring on that special teams unit. But I would not be surprised if we see the Pioneers go for it. Montclair's had some success. Why not try it? Although they might be thinking, we're in a dogfight here. Let's go ahead.
Jorge Leones out to kick this one.
Number 98, Jorge Leones, on for the field goal attempt.
going to be about a 20-yarder, give or take. Leones drills it through the uprights and gives William Paterson the 17-14 lead with 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Maz, I'm going to take it back to the end of the first half again here. Why did Montclair State not use any of those timeouts in the last drive?
Charlie, I got to be honest, I have no clue. I have no answer for it. I tried making sense of it. Still a lot of game left. Questionable decision. But you know what?
It could be tied now.
It could be. But here we are on Senior Day. And speaking of Senior Day, Charlie, we did highlight the Montclair seniors. We do have some Pioneer seniors. I just want to run through them to give them a shout-out for their service to the NJAC. And it's been a pleasure seeing them over these past 2 years for me. First off, you got number 0, the defensive lineman, Nazir Adams. Number 8, the defensive lineman, Matt Gore. Number 10, the linebacker, Keemon Coleman. Number 22, the linebacker, Nazir Wright. Number 26, the DB, Daquan Stubbs. Number 36, the linebacker, Emilio Vasquez. Number 53, the offensive lineman, Ariel Higuera. Number 57, the offensive lineman, Raul Rivera. Number 65, the offensive lineman, Zahir Rittman. We'll take a break. Call the play, Charlie.
Dan Ramos back to return the kick. He's got some space. He's going to be wrapped up at around the 30-yard line. But a nice return by Dan Ramos.
Getting it close to the 30-yard line. Great return. Where was I? I believe number 53, offensive lineman, Ariel Higuera is where I left off. Then we got number 57, offensive lineman, Raul Rivera. Number 65, offensive lineman, Zahir Rittman. Number 71, defensive lineman, David Pierre. And number 97, defensive lineman, Tahir Taylor. Gentlemen, thank you for your service and bringing the excitement each time you came to Sprague, making for a touch matchup. We wish you the best of luck moving forward, of course, with our Red Hawk seniors.
Absolutely, and here we are on 1st and 10 from the Montclair State 29-yard line. Murdoch keeping it himself and rolling out to his left, looking downfield, and that should have been intercepted by number 32 of the William Paterson Pioneers. He was looking for number 9, Clarence Wilkins, but completely covered. I'm really not sure what Murdoch was seeing there.
I don't know, but Eric Cohen made a big play to smack that one down to make sure the interception didn't come up there. Montclair State has to get a little creative with it here. The run game's been working a bit, but they really need to establish the pass game here.
Absolutely. I mean, got to have a healthy balance of both, but a scary play there on first down from Mason Murdoch.
Charlie, did you ever think this game would have us on our feet like this?
No, I did not, Maz.
Here we are.
Murdoch going to keep it himself and run it up the middle. He's going to gain maybe a yard. Not much there. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the Montclair State 30-yard line. But penalty flags are down.
Someone's chirping. We'll see who they're going to call out for it.
I just saw number 8, Matt Gore of Willie P. knock his head back in dismay. It looks like it could be on the Pioneers.
That would be big for the Red Hawks here. It's definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike, I think.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Yep, so it's going to be a personal foul on William Paterson.
15-yard penalty. That is a Montclair State first down. And if we were at MetLife Stadium with the Jets, you hear a woo coming after that.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go.
Like that one?
I worked there. I'm not a fan of it anymore. It was cool like the first 5 times.
I'm a fan. Anyway, Montclair State getting bailed out on 3rd down here. Getting a fresh set of downs from their own 46-yard line.
Costly penalty.
Murdoch, receivers to his left and right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Mendez as he's got some space. And he's going to get a gain of about 8, making an easy 2nd and 2 for the Red Hawks, crossing into William Paterson territory.
Charlie, you see how he just turns the corner? I mean, he looks like he's going to fall over for like a second, but the balance just top-notch and able to keep it moving.
Mendez, one of those impressive seniors we're appreciating so much today on Senior Day. As here we are, 2nd down and 3 with 6.5 minutes to go left here in the 3rd quarter. Mendez getting it again, has some space as he breaks up the middle, getting his jersey held from behind him, but he got the first down and then some. Brought down all the way at the William Paterson 36-yard line.
I believe there's going to be a holding call here. Bringing that one back.
Mighty unfortunate for the Red Hawks. Getting some help and then getting some hindrance from the referees as they're going to be brought back, possibly back into their own territory.
That one's going to be called against Cohen, I believe. Yep. Cohen getting called for the hold, bringing them back. And I'm feeling for Mendez on that one. That was a great effort.
It was a great run. He was chugging forward with someone holding his jersey behind him, and just all that effort wiped away, unfortunately. Here we are on second down. 2nd and 13, it looks like, from the Montclair State 43-yard line. Murdoch, two receivers to his right, one running back to his left. He's dropping back, looking right. He's got a wide open space, running up the middle. He's got the first down, brought down just before the William Paterson 40-yard line, but Mason Murdoch getting that holding penalty yards back with his legs and keeping this drive alive.
What a decision there. And I got to be honest, I can't stand when guys come in on a blitz and then they try to jump up and bat it down, because all you're doing is really just giving a move for the quarterback, blast through him. I'll take a roughing the passer hit on those calls as a coach. Murdoch with the wheels, taking off wide open space and having the knowledge of locating the first down and making sure he gets past it.
Montclair State with a fresh set of downs now on the William Paterson 41-yard line. It's a handoff to Mendez as he takes up the middle for 3 yards. Another nice run from Avijani Mendez.
So I was seeing one of the big fellas on the line getting into a little shoving match there up until the whistle. Things really getting a little aggressive out here. Not the worst game I've seen, though. A couple years back, last game against Rowan last year, they had a bunch of flare-ups in that one. Hopefully that does not happen here this afternoon.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's been a massive amount of penalties in this game. Both teams with 5 already. Montclair State 40 penalty yards, William Paterson 53, as Murdoch's dropping back to throw. And he's brought down in the backfield by number 21, Samad Wingo. But Murdoch took a low hit and, kind of buckled there.
Timeout. But did you see Wingo hurdle the chop block? What an effort to get a sack on Murdoch on that one. Listen, I know there's been a controversy of going low on quarterbacks. That is unavoidable there. You see the back from the field try to go the chop block. Wingo hurdling it with the athleticism that he has and able to make the play. Fantastic effort from the Pioneer there.
Yeah, a great play on defense, and Murdoch luckily okay. He's still out there. He was doing some high knees, bouncing around, showing the coaching staff on the sideline he's okay, as this is going to be 3rd and 15. Murdoch rolling out to his left, trying to get out. Oh my God, he's brought down from behind by number 0, Nasir Adams, and Murdoch taking some big hits on this drive.
That had to hurt. Nasir Adams coming from behind on the play. Charlie, I love you, buddy.
And here comes the punting unit for the Montclair State Redhawks. Michael Fitzpatrick back to punt this one. Here is R.J. Massey back to receive. As this one's going to go out of bounds. Solid punt from the Redhawks. William Paterson going to start this one from about their own 20-yard line.
Solid punt there, Charlie.
Absolutely, a great punt from Fitzpatrick. So here's William Paterson's second drive of the second half. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
This has been the fastest quarter in this game. I mean, I felt like we just started this.
Well, that first William Paterson drive lasted, I want to say, at least 7.5 minutes.
Yep.
Took up the whole half of the third quarter. But here they are already, just 4 minutes later.
Defense got to come up with a big play here, possible interception. But they're going to be feeding the freshman running back here, trying to kill that clock.
Here's Stallings with a handoff to Dale up the middle. He's brought back to the line of scrimmage for a gain of nothing.
Mike Ramos coming up the middle, seeing stuff happen, and he just runs right through, giving the running back a taste of his own medicine. He's known for a powerful run. But Ramos coming in there and being like, I'm still here, and I still have 2 minutes of a quarter and a whole nother quarter left to let you know this is what we're about.
Yeah, Maz, Ramos, one of those graduate students, leaving it all on the field on what could be his last football game of his career.
I had the pleasure of interviewing him at the beginning of the season. Very team-oriented, but what a player. I mean, he's constantly making plays. And, again, coming up big.
Stallings threw receivers to his right. That's a handoff to number 34, Isaiah Leaks, as he gets his first carry of the day.
And he gets met by Agent Zero, Mike Ramos, coming in again with a boomstick.
Ramos making back-to-back plays to bring up third down for the William Paterson Pioneers. It's going to be, looks like 3rd and 9 from their own 18-yard line.
Mike Ramos, second leading tackler on this team behind Burgess, also tied for interceptions. He's just out there, man, and has had 2 sacks on the season. He's Troy Polamalu out there.
Yeah, he's had a stat sheet stuffer. Both of the Montclair State safeties, Ramos and Brennan Ray, who is also another graduate student. Both guys anchoring that back of the defense. Stallings, the play is going to be blown dead, as there's going to be a timeout for the Pioneers.
It's coming up, about to catch a delay a game. Good move to call that timeout. But if you are head coach Sean Williams, are you looking to air it out here again? You've been having success. A fumble did happen, but I got to be honest with you, man. If I'm Montclair State, I'm finding wherever number 2 Taz Burton's out, and I'm putting Burgess, I'm putting Ramos. You got to put somebody on there that you trust. You might not be looking to double, but you're definitely looking to get one of your established guys in a one-on-one with him.
I mean, you have to, Maz. I mean, Burton has been the money man all day long. He's been there on the 3rd downs, on the 4th downs. Stallings obviously trusts him on these must-have-him plays, and it's paid off for the Pioneers, as you know. Taz Burton, to say the least, has come up massively on these plays.
Him and Clark, 3 receptions, but Burton coming up with 64 yards and a touchdown. They'll definitely be looking for one of those 2 juniors. And, of course,
Burton now to the right.
empty
Clark
backfield
to the left. Empty backfield, like you said, Maz. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Stallings by himself back there. Let's see what we got on 3rd and long. Stallings has a man in his face. He's coming back to number 15. Number 16, excuse me.
Yeah, I got a question. Number 4 there, I believe that was Alfred Woods. Woods coming in, trying to cause a distraction. If he would have just took off, he might have had a sack on that one. I mean, he was right there in his face. And putting the hands, you're slowing up like that. I don't know. I didn't like that. Come in and make a play, especially on the blitz. Just get a hit on, even if you get a hit on the quarterback, it shakes him up a little bit. It's a psychology thing. As long as he doesn't Andrew Lucky on the when he gets up.
A nice pickup by the Pioneers. Going to move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs as they have the ball here on their own 30-yard line. Stallings motions Burton. It's a handoff to Dale up the middle. As Seeke's going to get a gain of about 6. A nice run by Nazir Dale.
I believe Polly had him in his grasp, but Dale pushing his way through, driving. I got to be honest with you. When that kid is a senior, you will be seeing me checking out this matchup. I can't wait to see what he's capable of when he's fully developed as a player.
Yeah, Maz, even though we'll be long gone, the Red Hawk Sports Network will still be around for sure, as you got Charlie Badwini and Brandon Morazzo on the call here for the Red Hawk Sports Network as we come down to the last play of the 3rd quarter here. 2nd and 5 from their own 37-yard line. William Paterson with the ball. Stallings, 3 receivers to his left. He tosses it out to Dale. Makes one man miss. He's got some space. He's got the first down and then some. He's going to get to the 50-yard line. Brought down right at the 50. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play. But a flag comes in after the play. Let's see who this is going to be on.
Well, while we wait for that, Charlie, you saw Jasir Merrick's coming in with the pursuit, just over pursuing a little bit, and then Dale being able to make him miss, throws out a stiff arm. It keeps it moving, but I believe this one might be. It looks like that 2 of the officials are signaling to push the ball back. I wonder what it's on. Who it's on, I should say.
Referee's still talking this one over. Regardless, that's going to do it for the third quarter of action. William Paterson 17, Montclair State University 14.
Oh, that's a face mask. Oh, they called that on Merrick. I don't even know how that's. First off, he's in a club. Okay? He doesn't have both hands out there. And I don't even think he was in on the tackle because he over pursued. I am very confused by that call. I really wish we had replay.
Yeah, it could be a case of referees mixing up jerseys, but regardless, another costly penalty for the Redhawks, which has been quite the problem for them so far this season. But regardless, a tough quarter for the Redhawks.
Yeah, Charlie. But Charlie, walk us through what you've been seeing. What does the defense got to do differently? And what does the Redhawks have to do to pull off this game right now?
Well, Montclair State doing their best to slow down Nazir Dale. They have been trying to stop the run, but occasionally he's just going to bust one. And a talented running back can do that to you. But, they've done a great job getting it to third down, making Stallings, forcing him to make a play, and he's delivered. There's really not much else you can say about it. I mean, they've done their best to keep the offense contained, but Stallings, when they're daring him to make a play, he's making a play.
Yep, and you said it best. But you got to figure this defense has come up time and time again. 3-point game here. They got a chance to make a big play. And Charlie, you're never gonna guess who was just at the door.
Who was it?
Mike Ramos' uncle. He just wanted to let us know that we do a fantastic job here at the Red Hawk Sports Network. And I got to say, I appreciate this fan base because it always feels good to be told that you're doing a good job, especially when we're a couple of schmucks on this broadcast.
Absolutely. A couple of schmucks indeed. And shout out to Mr. Ramos. Appreciate the kind words as Stallings here is starting off the fourth quarter as Nazir Dale gets the first carry. And he's going to churn this one upfield for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the Montclair State 31-yard line.
And another hard rush coming. Making guys miss, running through tackles. Nasir Dale, he's out here.
William Paterson doing a good job of putting together these long drives and tiring out the Montclair State defense.
Gain of 5 on the carry.
It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the Montclair State 31.
And Dale is approaching the century mark in rushing yards this game, as I believe that put him over 80 yards with that last attempt.
Would not shock me at all if he finished above 100 this game, Maz. I don't think it would shock anybody in the stands. Stallings hands it off to Dale once again as he pounds the offensive line, trying to get through. It doesn't seem like he got too much there, but that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3rd and short for the Pioneers.
Need a big stop here. Montclair needs a big stop here. 3rd and 4. They've been here before in this game.
And they got busted.
They have gotten busted, but listen, 5 for 12. That's the Pioneers on 3rd down right now. The percentages in favor of the Red Hawks. They need to make a stop here right now. And if it's a throw, somebody got to come up with an interception. Burgess, Ramos, somebody.
Stallings, high snap, hands it off to Dale up the middle. He's not going to get to the 1st down, but it's going to bring up 4th and 1. And I got to imagine, Maz.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Sean Williams is leaving his offense on the field. No field goal here. They're going for it.
Absolutely. I believe that was number 31 coming in on it. Adonis May trying to make a tackle. Just got there a little too late. Freshman running back doing his thing.
Maz, I got to imagine they're running this ball. A 4th and short. I mean, you got to trust your
going right up the middle.
Workhorse running back here.
Look at the Red Hawks. There's like 10 guys in the box, 9 guys in the box.
It's an outside toss to Dale, and he gets the first down. Maz, like you said, 10 guys in the box at least, and they still can't stop him. Just a great play call for that situation.
Well, they ran out of the box with the toss there. You saw Mike Ramos seal the edge and was waiting for him, and you know he wanted the contact. He loves going with those one-on-ones and making guys pay when they come after him. But again, the Dale with a quality decision, cut it back inside, get a couple of yards. Not a big run, but an effective run. First down, Pioneers.
As you said, fresh set of downs for Willie P here, as they're sitting pretty on the Montclair State 24-yard line. 28-yard line, excuse me. Stallings hands it off to Dale once again up the gut for a gain of 2 before he stopped. His progress is stopped right there.
The big fella, Dimitri Pauly, again, making sure he actually brings him down this time. Once Pauly gets you in the grass, it's very unlikely that you're getting passed out of it. We saw him escape before, but Pauly on this one, the double hands, the gut wrench with the tackle, bringing him down, letting him know about it.
2nd and 8 from the Montclair State 24-yard line. William Paterson once again on a long efficient drive. I got to imagine this Montclair State defense is gassed right now, right, Maz?
You know what? You would assume, but their conditioning, fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't let up points here. This has been the highlight of football since I've been here, the defensive unit.
Flag.
False start.
Montclair State going to get some help here on defense. That's going to back the offense up 5 yards.
That one called on number 55 for the Pioneers. I believe that is Jack Winsanewski, as he gets hit with the infraction, backing them up a bit. Montclair bringing in a sub as number 53 checks in for the Red Hawks.
It's going to be 2nd and 14 from the Montclair State 28-yard line.
Jake Casano checking in for the Red Hawks. Sophomore, chance to make a play. See what he's got.
Stallings, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, as he hands it off to Dale once again, and he's brought down to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yep, that was Burgess sliding on in there. Sophomore linebacker all over the place. He's been a star up there with Pauly, up with Brennan Ray, up with Ramos. The 4 of them, the core of this defensive unit this year.
Yeah, Burgess leading the team in tackles. I'm sure he still is so far during this game. He's got 2 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6 in homecoming against Christopher Newport. 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. William Paterson 17, Montclair State 14. It's starting to get to gut check time for both these teams. Someone's got to take a hold of this game.
They got to get a stop here. I don't think it would be field goal range. Big play here.
Stallings rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver. He's got a man. Ty Brookins with the catch. Not going to be enough for the first down, but a nice chunk.
Yeah, I believe that was Sherrod Cooper on the coverage there. Just able to dice up that zone defense a little bit. Just too much space. 4th and 4. But like I said, I you know they're going for it. And we'll see what they choose. They are 3 for 4 on 4th down attempts. So we'll see what happens here.
Montclair State needing a stop in the worst way here on 4th and 5 from the 19.
You know they're going pass. I don't think they're slamming it up the middle.
What? That's going to be a timeout.
That is a timeout.
For referees didn't signal for which side.
Did you see? Okay. All right, there we go. I was like, I know. Were you watching the far sideline? I was watching the far side. Were you watching the near one? Because I was like, okay, nobody signaled. They just blew the whistle.
Yep.
And then the head ref coming in a little late there.
But
William
Paterson already used 2 of their timeouts here in the second half. Only 1 left. Well, Montclair State, I believe, has all 3 still.
Yeah. And they need a big stop here. I'm looking at Mike Ramos to make a play. I'm looking at Pauly to make a play. Brennan Ray, somebody make a play. Burgess, make a play. This is it. There's no tomorrow, especially for Ramos, especially for Polly.
Well said, Maz, and it's really coming down to this.
Especially for Ray.
9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. William Paterson holding on to a 3-point lead over Montclair State. The Redhawks trying their darndest to get back into this one. 4th and 5 from the 19-yard line. William Paterson with 3 receivers to their left. Nazir Dale at the back. Stallings in the shotgun.
Crowd level just picked up here. Is that an offense cheer? You ever hear an offense cheer?
I can't say I have.
That is interesting. Normally you want to be quiet for the offense to work there.
Stallings dropping back. Trying to take it himself. And it looks like he's going to be brought down just before the first down marker. The Montclair State defense makes a stop.
And guess who was in on that tackle? Dimitri Polly, once again, not giving up Charlie.
Maz, just like you said, someone of that core group needed to stand up, needed to make a play. Dimitri Polly was that man. And the Montclair State offense is going to take over here somewhat deep in their own territory, but with a chance here to either tie this game up or take the lead. 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Murdoch has Mickens to his left, 2 receivers to his right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Makai Mickens as he's going to gain about a yard on that run.
He got stuffed. Ooh, and a flag coming in. William Patterson's number 38 not loving it. And that might have just stopped a great effort from the front line. The fellas up front, multiple heads in on that tackle.
Looked like it was Angelo Greer out there in space. Potentially a face mask, I'm hearing from the crowd, but we're about to find out.
Bell is besides himself right now.
After the play was over, personal foul, face mask.
Okay, they call a face mask.
Didn't say a jersey number, but we're regardless a free first down and a free 15 yards for the Redhawks.
It came from the back judge. So you got to assume it might have just been somebody, getting up in each other's face. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You were saying, Charlie, I apologize.
No sweat, Maz. Here we are on 1st and 10 from the Montclair State 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Mason Murdoch and company. Mickens the back. Receiver out to the right and the left. Murdoch going to take it himself up the middle. And he's got some room. He's going to fight for a 7-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 3 from the Montclair State 41-yard line.
Got to respect the quarterback. Not afraid to take the contact. Last game, leaving it all out there.
A tough run from Murdoch, showing his durability after he's taken quite the beating today.
You would think the Redhawks are the Ravens right now, the way they're going with these design quarterback runs.
Murdoch handing it off to Mickens up the middle for the first down. He got it.
Great effort there from Mickens.
Montclair State with a fresh set of downs at the 45-yard line with 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Driving right now are the Redhawks.
And that is a Redhawk.
First down. Whoa, don't hit me with it. Stop it. They're not the Jets. Stop it. Anyway.
Sorry to do that to you, Maz, but here we are. 1st and 10 from the 45.
I should have indulged you. Your last call here, I should have done it. I'm sorry.
Murdoch taking it himself up the middle for a gain of about 2. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Redhawks.
That is definitely interesting. Every time they do a successful quarterback run, they come right back with it.
I know. Hey,
And then they always get stopped. So I'd like to see a little more mix up on the plays here. But, hey, still in a chance in this one.
Mason Murdoch with only 5 passing attempts today. And and 11 rushing attempts, leading the team. Murdoch has Mickens to his right, 2 receivers to his left.
Oh.
False start, looks like. Someone on the offensive line jumped.
I think it was 64. Looked like it was number 64. Yep.
Cameron Siebert on the jump.
Junior out of Pequannock.
It's going to back the Redhawks up a decent chunk.
Second down,
5-yard penalty. Still second down. Looks like 2nd and 14.
Looks like it. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Montclair State down 3, desperately needing some offense here as they got a 2nd and long ahead of them. Murdoch is going to run it himself up the right. He's got some space. He gets to the 50, goes out of bounds at about the 45 as he drops to the ground. He's got teammates there to pick him up, though.
Slides in. He's safe.
Definitely looked like a little baseball slide there, but, you know.
Looked like he was going head
chest
first
down.
into second. 3rd and short there. Big run there from the quarterback.
Yeah, a good job getting those penalty yards back and bringing up a 3rd and manageable for the offense. It's going to be 3rd and 2 from the William Paterson 47-yard line.
Gain of 11 on the play. 2.
Got to burn a timeout there. Just couldn't get the signal in. First timeout.
Montclair State dropping to 2 timeouts for the rest of the quarter here. It's more than William Paterson's 1, but, you know, it might not matter in the end.
Charlie, 3rd and 2nd. You're down 3 points, 6 minutes, 8 seconds on the clock in the fourth quarter. What is your play call?
Maz, call me crazy, but I'm going play action and sending someone deep. You might as well give it a try. You haven't done it all game, except for the end of the first half when you aired one out to Jamie Hamilton. But you got to let Mason Murdoch take a shot downfield. I want to see what he's got in him. For this last game, he's leaving it all on the field until next year. Give him a chance to make a play in this last game. Let him throw the ball, and I think a play action would be perfect to get the defense to bite up front and give a chance out deep for a Montclair State touchdown.
You've been playing Madden too much, my friend. I was with you halfway. You had me at play action. Deep downfield is where you lost me. I'd love to see a receiver coming across the field. Murdoch's got the speed. I want to see him rolling out and possibly pick it up by himself, get to the outside, and get out of bounds with a first down.
Well, we're about to find out who was right here as Murdoch's dropping back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got Jamie Hamilton, but it's going to be broken up by the William Paterson DB. That was Devin Blunt on the pass breakup, and that's going to bring up 4th and 2 for the Redhawks.
Well, you were right with everything except for the play action. You got your shot. Blunt on top of that thing, smacking it down. Let's see what happens here. 4th and 2. Charlie, what are you thinking?
I think we're going to be seeing a run here from either Mekhi Mickens or Apajani Mendez. Both guys have been crucial to the Montclair State offense this year, and I think Coach Scarapa trusts those guys more than anybody else, as Mekhi Mickens is the back here on 4th down. 4th and 2 from the William Paterson 47-yard line. Murdoch dropping back to pass. He's going for Lewis, but unfortunately the pass was just too far out in front of him, and the William Paterson defense makes a stand and gives their offense the ball back.
Yeah, that wasn't a good throw. Just outside of the receiver's reach. Turnover on downs. That's a tough one.
Murdoch walking dejected back to the sideline. I'm sure he wishes he had that one back. But the Montclair State defense is going to take the field here. And with just under 6 minutes left to go, this defense needs to make a play.
Now listen, Murdoch has done a good job in his first year here. Do you even consider going to the bench?
I don't think you do, considering he's more likely than not going to be the starter because, as you said, he's a sophomore.
Yep.
Since he's going to be the starter next year, I think you let him ride it out, barring injury.
I'm with you. And now William Patterson with a chance to extend the lead.
Absolutely. They got the ball on their own 47-yard line here. Stallings looked like he was trying to hand it off to Dale. And there's a flag on the play, and he's brought down in the backfield by number 11, Burgess.
And there's going to be, I think, a hold against the William Paterson line. It's good for Montclair State, as that will, yep.
Pioneers going to back up 10 yards.
That one called against Peyton Willie, 6'5" junior. Charlie, if I was 6'5", I might have made D2.
Maybe. That's who's to say, right?
I have no clue. I probably wouldn't even have made D3, let's be honest.
The height lottery is a funny thing because it also matters on that athletic ability as well.
Oh, well, you know, I wasn't that athletic.
Well,
I read a playbook like nobody else.
On to some athletes here on the field.
Yeah, actual athletes.
5.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 from the William Paterson 42-yard line. Or excuse me, 1st and 20, I should say.
As we are getting a 10 seconds back on the clock, Montclair will love to see that. Every little bit counts.
More time, more possibilities. Stallings. Receivers to his left and right. Dale the lone back. Gotta imagine we're going to see a run play here on 1st and 20. Burning as much clock as possible here, waiting for that play clock to tick down as Dale gets the handoff up the middle for a gain of about 2.
Okay, I'm a little confused. It's a penalty. I didn't know there would be a running clock on that.
Offensive penalty?
Yeah.
Clock keeps running?
Apparently. I don't know. Something in the rulebook, maybe fourth quarter, keeping the clock. I don't know. I have no clue. That was weird. It's a penalty. How was the game clock running until that snap?
Not sure, but clock's still running. Under 5 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter.
Somebody more qualified than me is going to reach out and be like, hey, buddy, here's the real rule. How about you read the rule book?
2nd and 19 from the Willie P. 38-yard line. Stallings waiting to receive the snap. It's a pass to Ty Brookins as he turns upfield for a gain and then some. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but brought down just before the 48-yard line.
Saw him hit the stiff arm there and able to tiptoe, keeping it in for as long as possible. Great job at staying in bounds.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be brought down or pushed out of bounds a little bit earlier than that, but he made a play, chopping those legs up and down.
Did he not just go out of bounds? Clock's still running. What am I missing here, Charlie?
Maz, I'm not entirely sure. We're not down there on the field, but these referees might know something that we don't. Who knows? Maybe we know something they don't. But it's all hearsay. Here we are on 3rd and 10. Back at the original line of scrimmage on the William Paterson 47-yard line. Stallings, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's dropping back. He's got so many men in his face. He dumps it off to Dale on the screen, and Dale's going to get the first down and then some. I'm hearing stomping from upstairs in the booth. That's not good for the Redhawks. And there's another flag on the play.
If that's against William Paterson, that is going to be a broken clipboard.
I saw Gabe Delachai smacking himself in the jersey. Maybe he thinks it's on him.
The call of screen there. Quality.
Just a perfect play call for that situation, Maz.
Listen, the defensive line at Montclair State is exceptional. But they flew in there very fast. I was like, oh, they got him. Tripping, number 15.
On Brennan Ray.
Okay.
That's a costly penalty, so that's going to give him a few extra yards after that big first down. And not looking too great here for the Redhawks as we're coming underneath 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
But as I predicted, Dale in open space. Deadly. Saw him. He had a I believe the guard might have been number 53 that was rocking with him. I believe that was Ariel Higuera. Higuera able to get some extra blocking up there, and Dale, freshman, zooming and ends up, I believe he got tripped up. I think Ray was on the ground and that's where that came from.
Maz, I know you talked about the fantastic conditioning of this Redhawks defense, but
They got to be tired now.
These guys are human.
Yep.
They have to be gassed after just these back-to-back long drives of getting battered by Nazir Dale and just getting. It's a rough day for this defense, as the offense hasn't been able to help out too much. It's all about that complementary football. I know a lot of coaches talk about that, but that's going to be William Paterson's last time out of the half, and they're going to have a chance to talk this fresh set of downs over, as they're got some great starting field position here.
And Charlie, you know, I understand that they're going against a good running back. I can't even say that it's been necessarily a tough day. They've only given up 10 points. You know, pick six was that other score to make it 17. You got to be happy with this defense all year, though. I mean, they haven't been. Yes, some games gotten a little away from them, but providing the circumstances, this defense has been quality all year long.
And you're absolutely right. And you're 100% on the money. The problem is the offense tends to leave them out to dry occasionally.
Yes.
They're unable to convert. They go 3 and out, maybe one first down, and then they punt, and the defense has to get right back out there for another drive, and they just get tired and tired and tired. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. This Montclair State defense, I want to say, has played 20 minutes of defense here in the second half, and that is just not a recipe for success. As William Paterson has the ball on the Montclair State 31-yard line, fresh set of downs. Stallings hands it off to Dale, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 6, Dimitri Polly.
Polly's leaving it all out there, and I love seeing it. Montclair
down to
taking
one
a timeout.
Number 23, Nazir Dale on the carry.
We're going to be seeing that 2-minute offense, hopefully, if the defense can come up with a big stop here.
Clock stops at 3 minutes and 21 seconds. William Paterson still hanging on to that 3-point lead. Montclair State needing a stop and then some offense afterwards to get back into this one. Marching band trying to get the fans rallied up, who have been fairly quiet so far here in this fourth quarter of action. As William Paterson retakes the field.
Tension in the air right now. So thick.
Second down and 12 from the 27.
And let's go offense. I've never heard this, Charlie. That's insane.
Stallings has Matt Clark in motion. It's a handoff to Dale up the middle once again. If I had a nickel for every time I said that today, I think I'd be a rich man.
Guess who was on him?
Dimitri Polly.
Dimitri Polly, joined by, I think, that was number 56 on that as well. Sophomore defensive lineman Daniel O'Sullivan. 3rd and 10 here. You got to be happy with this situation if they can hold on these next 2 plays.
Maz, I mean, we've talked about it all day today.
Yep.
Sean Williams has been leaving his offense out on the field on 4th down. Let's say, hypothetically, Montclair State gets a stop here.
Yep.
Is he leaving the offense out there, or is he bringing it on for a field goal try? Because, Willie P. up 3 points right now. A field goal puts you up 6. That means they need a touchdown.
I think that I think they're going to go for it.
You think so?
For the sole fact of, listen, we've been talking about Montclair's defense. This defensive unit for Willie P., no slouch. They've been doing their thing outside of a big play from Mendez with that 70-yard run. Really, and of course Murdoch able to escape at times once the play collapses. But outside of that, they've been really doing a solid job of shutting down the Red Hawks' offensive momentum. So I would assume that they go for it because they're still in a good position. It's literally about where you would be if you kicked off to them. So why not?
3rd and 10 here from the Montclair State 25-yard line. Stallings with the receiver to his left and right. Dale the lone back. As it's going to be a sweep up the middle. by Taz Burton. He's going to get nothing, and that brings up 4th and 10.
And my bad, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, Dimitri Pauly and O'Sullivan again getting in stuff and plays. The two DNs wreaking havoc. Terror Squad up in here.
Pauly saying, if this is going to be my last hurrah, I'm leaving it all out here on the field. Doesn't matter what the score is, what the scenario is. Pauly always at 100%.
I'm going to miss seeing him, Charlie, to be honest with you. I appreciate a solid, a great D-tackle, just blowing up defenses. You know he's got to be a centerpiece for teams every time he's out there.
Always. And here it is on 4th and 10. Stallings looking out to his right. It's caught.
That's got to be short to me.
It's caught by R.J. Massey, I think,
I believe number 6.
Number 6, Ty Brookins, but it's going to be short of the first down marker, and Montclair State's going to take over on downs from their own 16-yard line. And now, 84 yards to the other end zone.
Charlie, that was the difference between Kevin Durant's foot on that one.
It was close. He went out of bounds right at that first down marker.
Right before. I thought he was right before. It's where the ball is at because his foot looked like it was over, but it's where the ball is at. So he went out of bounds. Montclair State defense holding strong and making it dramatic.
No timeouts here for the Montclair State Redhawks. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Down by 3. Mason Murdoch with his last chance at action for the 2022 season as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. It looked like a couple defenders were in there trying to bat the ball out of his hands, but Murdoch hanging on to the ball and living to fight another down.
7 orange helmets up in there.
2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 from the Montclair State 25-yard line. Murdoch dropping back, rolling out to his right, airing it out downfield, looking for number 9.
Ooh. Murdoch.
He was looking for Clarence Wilkins, but there was a sea of defenders and receivers down there by the 35-yard line, but Murdoch taking a beating back there behind that offensive line.
Nazir Wright got a lick in on Murdoch as he threw it. 3rd and 10. Montclair needs a prayer here.
Needs something. Minute 45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Montclair needing a field goal to at least tie.
Needing a first down to stay alive.
Murdoch, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Dropping back. Rolling out to his right once again. Just throws it up for anybody, and it's going to fall incomplete. Looked like the linebacker, number 32, could have picked it off there.
Oh, and Murdoch's down. He took a lick on that one.
Those hits just catching up to Murdoch as it's going to bring up 4th down, but a stoppage of play as Murdoch is on the turf.
And this might give us a chance, Charlie. Not that you'd want to see it this way, but it looks like Aiden McLaughlin or Baker might come in. Murdoch.
McLaughlin and Baker warming up on the sideline right now.
We hope Murdoch is okay. This seems pretty rough.
He's got the training staff all around him on the field right now as the offense taking a knee. Murdoch just all afternoon been hounded by this William Paterson defense, and it looks like it finally caught up to him, all those hits he was taking.
I mean, dude, they were doing design quarterback runs right up the middle. I mean, he was getting slammed on some of those all legal hits.
But it piles up over time.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's playing football is like being in 100 little car accidents. You know, the collision, it wears you down a bit, especially, you know, quarterbacks, they normally, not to take anything away from them, but traditionally they don't have the most muscle on them. They need to stay loose to be able to sling that arm. You know, it's not like a running back who's designed to get wore down like that within the game. It's not like an offensive lineman who's used to the contact constantly.
Looks like Murdoch's going to get to his feet as he gets a round of applause from his team and the Sprague Field stands over here as he comes back to the sideline holding his left shoulder. Or it could be a right arm injury, it looks like. As we're waiting on the quarterback that's going to take the field. Looks like it's going to be Aiden McLaughlin coming out there for the Red Hawks. Can the QB off the bench spark some magic for this Red Hawks team, needing a miracle on 4th and 10 from their own 25? The game truly on the line here on this play.
I expect them to air it out and air it out far. We'll see what they opt with, but Aiden McLaughlin, 6'2", 200, sophomore quarterback out of Monroe, New Jersey. Let's see what the big arm can do. A crucial moment here.
McLaughlin in the shotgun, dropping back. Airing this one out. It's caught! It's caught by number 5. Matt Spatucci, the senior tight end, makes the catch and the first down conversion, keeping the Red Hawks in it. McLaughlin coming off the bench, getting the first down for the Red Hawks and a fresh set of downs as they now have the ball on the 40-yard line. McLaughlin dropping back, looking for Clarence Wilkins. He got it! He got it! Clarence Wilkins down on the 10-yard line! A minute to go here at Sprague Field. Aiden McLaughlin off the bench, providing the spark for the Red Hawks on offense, making 2 big man throws.
I'm speechless, Charlie. Wow. Aiden McLaughlin in a quality position here for the Red Hawks. Let's see if he can finish off the drive.
Montclair State on the 19-yard line. McLaughlin dropping back, looking right. He was looking in the back right corner of the end zone. Had nobody there, but that's going to bring up second down. Oh, my God, Maz.
They needed a prayer, and they got 2 of them right there. Clarence Wilkins and coming through for it. Also Spatucci coming through. Seniors making plays out here. Wow, if they finish off this drive, what a way to go out.
Seniors saying, we're not done yet, Maz. Leaving every last inch, every last drop of blood, sweat, and tears out on the football field. 2nd and 10 from the William Paterson 19-yard line. McLaughlin dropping back. He's hounded by some defenders. He lost the football. It's going to be scooped up by William Paterson. The game is over. McLaughlin fumbled. It's scooped up by Elijah Juan Bell. That's going to be the clincher. 50 seconds left to go here. Montclair State with 0 timeouts. The referees are talking about it. They're talking about it.
I think they're trying to get an incomplete call there. I don't know what we're going with here. Charlie, the game not over yet. We'll see what they decide. I don't know. It looked like a fumble to me. I also saw McLaughlin's head snap back. I'm not sure what happened. Kind of lost it. Oh, that's it. That's a fumble.
That's going to do it for the Red Hawks. The comeback falls just short as a penalty flag is thrown.
Unsportsmanlike, going to be down there, somebody.
McLaughlin coming off the bench, providing a spark. But just coming up just short. 59 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter, but Montclair State without a single timeout. Willie P is just going to be able to sit on this one and take a knee.
You see Polly talking with the line right there. Dapping it up. Good sportsmanship. And another, what are we doing here?
Back-to-back unsportsmanlike conducts on the defense. Clearly, Montclair State unhappy with that last call of the fumble. Yeah, Maz, I'm going to be really excited to go back and watch that play once again to see really what happened, if that was the correct fumble call. Should be interesting to see in replay. But here we are, still a minute to go here But as we said previously, Montclair State without a timeout, unable to stop the clock. Stallings is just going to be able to take a knee here. Oh, as the ball came out, perhaps.
No way this happens. That would be insane.
Waiting on a signal from the referees.
That looks like Willie P. ball.
Yeah.
Clock's still running.
A valiant effort from the Montclair State Redhawks in their last game of the season, Maz, but coming up just short. And William Paterson snapping a 6-game losing streak to Montclair State, their first win since 2016.
Also snapping a 4-game losing streak for this season, ending on a high note.
Montclair State will finish the season 2-7, 0-5 in NJAC play. William Paterson will finish 5-5, 2-4 in NJAC play. That'll do it. As it's getting chippy. Come on, guys. We're just taking a knee here, guys.
Defense not giving up yet. Oh, boy.
Come on, the game's over. What are you doing?
Charlie, they're trying to keep the season. The game alive, not the season. I apologize. The season. You see head coach.
Sean Williams out there trying to wrangle his guys in.
Oh, that's rough.
Just a tough end to a season.
That will be the end of the game. And Charlie, what a game we just saw.
But as the excitement on that last drive, and we're hoping Mason Murdoch is okay. But McLaughlin coming off the bench like that was something out of a storybook. And it just came up short.
Speaking of coming up short, but also a great season, you see the freshman Dale rush for 963 yards in his rookie campaign, 7 touchdowns on the year.
Massive respect.
Somebody to look out for if you are a William Paterson supporter.
Absolutely.
An NJAC watcher.
And Maz, how many times today did I say Nazir Dale up the middle? I mean, they rode him like a true workhorse, and he did not disappoint.
Absolutely. Montclair State losing this one 17-14 in favor of the Pioneers. But what a game, Charlie. Big plays after big plays. This one kept us on our feet.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely one of the most exciting games of football I've seen from Montclair State all season long. Truly leaving it all out on the field, trying to win one last game before the season came to a close, but just came up just short, and unfortunately, that's going to be the last taste of football some of these seniors get for both William Paterson and Montclair State.
And listen, I got to tell you right now, though, I got to give a special shout-out to Mike Ramos, Dimitri Polly, Brennan Ray of that defensive unit. They have made calling these games absolutely spectacular. Thank you to all the seniors out there. But those 3 guys, I mean, that is the definition of a terror squad. And just making defense football fun. What a season. Not the most glorious season, of course, but still. Has some highs and lows, Charlie. We here at the Red Hawk Sports Network would like to thank all the seniors in this game, both for the Red Hawks, both for the Pioneers. And, of course, football season is over here. We'd like to thank Catherine Pace, Campbell Donovan, and, of course, you, my friend, Charlie Badweenie, for making football fun, making the calls here stupendous. Fall sports aren't done yet, as we still have some soccer going on. Women's soccer will be playing. I believe is that the first game right now that's going on?
So,
see if we can get a update on that. That's on me. Should have had that ready. Charlie, thank you very much, buddy. Is there anything that you want to say here on your last football broadcast?
No, had a fantastic season. Got the opportunity to call 3 games here for the Red Hawks, and they did not disappoint. All fantastic efforts in all 3 games I saw.
Homecoming?
And, homecoming, of course, was a fantastic time for everybody, and we had a fantastic time calling all these games. And Maz, as you said, just a shout out to everybody involved, the entire football team, staff, athletics department, Red Hawk Sports Network, advisors, everything. Everybody, the appreciation is unreal, you know, and a fantastic season comes to an end.
There you have it. Brandon Morazzo for Charlie Badweenie. Red Hawk Sports Network coming at you next time. Hopefully women's soccer. If not, definitely basketball. We'll catch you next time.
Go tune into some soccer right now. Do it if you're listening on YouTube. I know you're still there.
Definitely do it. Alien Cahill's got to be tearing it up right now. I believe they're the second game. That should be right in the middle of it right now. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you support. We'll catch you next time.